atau orang lain yang disetujui pemilik rekening. Tekan Soft Key, tombol terletak pada pojok kanan bawah monitor ATM, pilih penggunaan bahasa. Pilih menu cardless, masukkan nomor handphone pengirim kode voucher atau kode tarik tunai, pilih benar. Masukkan kode voucher atau kode tarik tunai, pilih benar. Masukkan kode OTP yang diterima melalui SMS, pilih benar. Transaksi berhasil dan uang akan keluar dari mesin ATM sesuai dengan nominal yang telah dipilih oleh pemilik rekening.
Bertransaksi di Bank NTT adalah partisipasi nyata membangun NTT. Bank NTT melayani lebih sungguh.
Honorable judges and all the wonderful participants. My name is Ani and I'm your host today for session 2. And it's such an honor for me to welcome you guys in English speech competition program Ramai Sekali Bank NTT 2022. I would like to thank God who has been giving us blessing so we can attend this competition in a good condition. And for all the participants, I'm going to introduce you to our judges today. Bapak Alexius Madar from Unwira. Hello, Pak Alex. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ibu Ani.
Good afternoon, Pak Alex. How's your lunch?
Yeah,
What was you have?
the lunch is yummy. So I'm full of spirit, full of energy to start our second session this afternoon.
Great, thank you, Pak
Welcome.
Alex.
Yeah.
Okay. Kak Reni Bani Billy from Undana. Hi, Kak Reni. Good afternoon.
Hi,
Kak
Kak Ani. How
Hi.
are you? Sorry.
Hi, I'm good. I'm very good because, you know, my tummy is very full. That's why I'm so happy.
That's good to know about that. Thank you very much for introducing me. Hello, all the participants, all the teachers and committee and my beloved judges. I would like to specially welcome the participants. Thank you very much for registering to this event, and we are looking forward to see you this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Kak Reni. And Kak Tracy from Bank NTT. Hi, Kak Tracy. Good afternoon.
Hi, hello, Kani.
Hi,
Good
Kak Tracy. How's your
afternoon.
lunch?
How are you? Oh, I have lunch with my husband, so it's make me more excited to continue this competition. So good afternoon, all the participants, all the teachers, and my beloved judges. So for all committee in Bank NTT and also in Pos Kupang. So special for the participant. Can't wait to surprise us. Please surprise us with all of your speeches, okay? Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you, Kak Tracy. And for all the participants, we have some rules that you have to follow in English speech competition, and here they are.
Mengerti dan berkarya untuk bersama orang melayani lebih sungguh, dedikasi yang tinggi, hadirkan inovasi bagi tiap generasi. Bank NTT membangun masa depan.
Support penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, meningkatkan PAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT.
Maju dalam visi misi, mengedukasi, kenalkan inovasi. Kami hadir melayani lebih sungguh. Mari bersama kita wujudkan mimpi.
Selalu dekat, selalu ada, berikan kemudahan, penghimpun dan penyalur, kredit masyarakat, gerakan ekonomi, hentaskan kemiskinan. Bank NTT tetap maju, tetap jaya.
Penggerak ekonomi rakyat.
Okay, participants, there are some rules that you have to follow during this English speech competition, session 2. Okay, all the participants and judges, please turn on your camera. We are going to take a picture together before we start our English speech competition. Okay, please turn on your camera, and I will count 1, 2, 3, and the committee will take a picture of us. Okay, are you ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Once again, smile please. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much for all the participants and judges. Just for the information for the participant, for those who hasn't have the turn to
Recording in
speech,
progress.
please wait in a waiting room.
Mengerti dan berkarya untuk rusak lubang moral, melayani lebih sungguh, dedikasi yang tinggi, hadirkan inovasi bagi tiap generasi. Bank NTT membangun masa depan.
Penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, meningkatkan PAD, loba moral sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT, kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif, NTT maju bersama Bank NTT, kita bangkit bersama.
Proses pembayaran menggunakan kris Bank NTT di aplikasi Bepo Mobile Bank NTT. Sekarang pembayaran dan pembelian apa saja menjadi lebih mudah dengan menggunakan kris Bank NTT dengan aplikasi Bepo Mobile Bank NTT. Buka aplikasi Bepo Mobile Bank NTT, login dengan cara input nomor handphone dan password. Pada menu utama, pilih lambang kris. Muncul kamera aktif, kemudian arahkan pada barcode kris yang tersedia di merchant atau dengan cara tanpa tatap muka, yaitu memilih barcode yang sudah tersimpan di handphone dengan cara pilih lambang galeri foto pada sudut kiri atas. Setelah itu, akan muncul nama merchant dan input nominal bayar, pilih centang, dan pilih selanjutnya. Setelah muncul nama merchant, pilih sumber dana. Akan muncul semua jenis tabungan atau giro Bank NTT yang dimiliki nasabah. Pilih salah satu yang dijadikan sumber dana untuk melakukan transaksi. Melakukan konfirmasi detail pembayaran, pilih konfirmasi. Input PIN dan pilih centang. Memperoleh bukti transaksi berhasil dan dapat membagikannya dengan cara memilih lambang share atau dengan memilih screenshot untuk melakukan tangkapan layar.
Bertransaksi di Bank NTT adalah partisipasi nyata membangun NTT. Bank NTT melayani lebih sungguh.
Okay, judges and all the participants, we are about to start our English competition session 2 today. Okay, let's start from number 22. Petra Lakrisya Berniko Funan, SMAN 1 Keva Menanu. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salve, Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. The Honorable, the head of Bank NTT, and to all the staffs, Honorable, all the judges, the Honorable, all the teachers, and to all my beloved friends. Good afternoon and best wishes for all of us. I am Percola Krisha Bunikopuna from Senior High School 1 Kepamananu, North Central Timor Regency in East Nusa Tenggara Province. Would like to talk about Bank NTT service in pandemic era. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know that our country is currently being hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. You guys know how many COVID-19 cases are there in our country, in Asia? Well, according to CSS, there are about 6.9 million cases and 156,000 died. This COVID-19 pandemic really made people restless because the impacts are felt in various sectors. As a result, many changes have occurred in our life, including ways to be safer from COVID-19, without protocols to reduce the cases of COVID-19. One of the sectors affected by COVID-19 is the banking world, like money transfer between people and other transactions. For example, if people previously could meet each other to do bank transactions, now, obviously, everyone has to minimize their time outside and interactions between people. Pandemic really made people afraid to go outside. Then, how long are we going to stay like this? That's the problem. People become more difficult to transact. The question is, how can people transact to continue living? What's the solution? Ladies and gentlemen, one of the solutions in terms of banking world is Bank NTT. Bank NTT or East Nusa Tenggara Bank is the only regional bank that is useful for improving the community's economy, especially in East Nusa Tenggara. Bank NTT is a smart bank that continues to change its service pattern to serve East Nusa Tenggara. In carrying out its main function, namely financial intermediation, Bank NTT offers digital or mobile banking features that is very useful, especially in this COVID-19 pandemic for us in East Nusa Tenggara. Digital or mobile banking is a service that allows bank customers to perform banking transactions via mobile phones or smartphones. Digital or mobile banking can be used using the menu that is available through an application called Bipo Mobile offered by Bank NTT that can be downloaded and installed by customers. Through digital or mobile banking NTT, we can all keep transacting in this COVID-19 pandemic without having too much interactions with people. Then, what are the digital services offered by Bank NTT to help us? Ladies and gentlemen, from my research, I've concluded that there are few digital services offered by Bank NTT to help us. There are first, SMS banking or short message service system. What is SMS banking? Well, basically, SMS banking is a mobile banking service that uses a short message service system. In the service, customers can use various features, such as loan application, cardless cash withdrawals, and so on. Not only that, SMS banking also provides convenience in conducting transactions, ranging from money transactions, water payments, and much more. And of course, we all can use it anytime and anywhere as long as we have enough credit. Second, Bipo Mobile. To do SMS banking in Bank NTT, obviously you need Bipo Mobile. Bipo Mobile is a digital banking app or platform offered by Bank NTT to enable users around East Nusa Tenggara to accept a variety of financial and other services, such as transfers, purchases, payments, and much more. Customers will also be able to do internal transfers, online transfers, and even deposits. Deposits are transactions that involves the transfer of money to another party for safekeeping. Ladies and gentlemen, recently in 2022, Bank NTT has presented new digital services like VIFS feature in Bipo Mobile to accelerate service for customers in East Nusa Tenggara. By using VIFS, customers will enjoy faster, safer, easier, and cheaper internal and interbank transfers. There's even online shopping because Bank NTT is already connected to super apps. With the new digital service offered by Bank NTT, every customer can also pay bills for school fees without having to go through a bank officer. Ladies and gentlemen, Bank NTT can help us transact in this COVID-19 pandemic without having too much interaction with people. In the end, it can help us break the chain of our spread because it can be used anytime and anywhere as long as we have our smartphones connected to the internet. With Bank NTT, we can also save our time, cost, and efforts. So ladies and gentlemen, let's join Bank NTT. It has a lot of benefits for us because it can make our life easier, because it can be used practically by customers during this COVID-19 pandemic. With Bank NTT, we can also save our time, cost, and efforts. So what are you guys waiting for? Let's join Bank NTT. Let's say no to COVID-19 because together we can break the limit with Bank NTT. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all from me. Ideally, what I said is gain for all of us, and thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salve, shalom, om santi 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 om, namo buddhaya, salam kebajikan.
Yes, thank you very much, Petra. Hi, Petra. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, Petra, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
So how's the weather in Kevamanano?
It's a little bit windy, it's a little bit cloudy.
But you're okay, right?
Yes.
You're okay with that, right? Okay,
Yes.
It's good to hear. So, Petra, in your speech, you mentioned about 2 digital services offered by Bank NTT. There is SMS banking and Bepo Mobile. So, with those services, which one do you prefer more effectively right now, at the moment?
Thank you for the question. SMS banking and Bepo Mobile is two things that you cannot separate with each other because, as what I said in my speech, SMS banking is a short message service system. SMS banking is a mobile banking service that uses a short message service system. And to do SMS banking, obviously you need Bepo Mobile. So both of them are two things that you cannot separate with each other. So if you want to use SMS banking, obviously you need Bepo Mobile.
Oh, so you say that you can separate between SMS banking and Bepo Mobile.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. So do you know any other digital services offered by Bank NTT besides those 2 applications?
Yes, there are Credit Micro Merdeka. There's also Pulva Mora and I think that's it.
I mean the digital services, not the other product. There is non-digital. I mean the digital one.
There is BI Fast in Bepo Mobile that offered by Bank NTT in 2022. As what I said in my speech, BI Fast is a new service, and by using BI Fast, customers will enjoy faster, safer, easier, and cheaper internal and interbank transfers.
Have you ever heard about EDC, electronic data capture?
Sorry, can you repeat it?
Have you ever heard about EDC, electronic data capture?
Not really.
Not really. How about Curious?
Curious, I've heard about Curious. So, Curious is a mobile banking service that you use a barcode when you want to go to the store. For example, if you want to pay something at the store, the merchant will give you the QR code and you can scan it with your phone, or you can give the barcode to the merchant and the merchant will scan it.
Okay. Have you used the Curious before?
No, I haven't used it before.
But you seem familiar with Curious.
Because
where you get the information?
Because my mom used it. My mom used Curious.
Okay, only your mom used the Curious.
And my dad too.
And your dad too. Okay, so your family used the Curious by Bank NTT in Bepo Mobile? Isn't it true?
Yes.
Okay, how about yourself?
I'm a student, so I don't use it. Only my parents use it.
So what kind of product you use for the student like you?
Sorry, can you repeat?
What kind of product in Bank NTT usually used by student like you?
I don't use it, but the product for students that you can use is the simple service.
Simple. It's correct. It's correct. Okay, Petra, thank you to answer my questions. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day.
You too.
Thank you, Katresi and Petra. We move to number 23. Mansueni Santri Embu, SMK Tiara Nusa Borong. Time is yours. Number 23, Mansueni Santri Embu, SMK Tiara Nusa Borong. Time is yours.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Can you hear
Yes,
me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
You can start your
Thank
speech
you.
now.
Okay. Thank you for the time and opportunity that given to me. My full name is Mansueni Santri Embu. You can call me Atik. I am a student from Tiara Nusa Vocational High School. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Shalom Kebajikan. The honorable of the juries of this competition, the happy friends. Praise and presence of God Almighty for His blessing and grace. So, we are allowed to work together through Bank NTT, namely by involving the wider community in generating creative ideas to support digital-based financial services. The honorable juries and my beloved participant, before I'm going to deliver my speech, which under the title is Increasing the Entrepreneurial Productivity of the East Manggarai Community through the fast service pattern of Bank NTT. So, firstly, let me deliver to you all my short poem. Kittens and puppies are adorable. A man is dancing with his wife. Bank NTT, you are such a miracle. The community feel blessed to have you in their life. Ladies and gentlemen, the development of the field of human life to this day is very fast. Humans are required to continue to work by giving birth to creative ideas. The goal is to adapt to the development of the times. Humans who are not able to compete with the pattern of development of times will sink and disappear with the lag. The development of the era is so rapid, one of which is the development of the world of technology. Change and renewal of the world of technology to the field of human life is very large. Indonesia is one of the countries with the largest internet usage population in the world. According to a report from wearesocialonbooks.com data, there are 204.7 million internet users in countries as of January 2022. The trend in the number of internet users in Indonesia has continued to increase in the last 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, the world situation under the control of COVID-19 pandemic some time ago caused the paralysis of the community's activities and economy. This situation requires people to continue to innovate, but the obstacles is in capital. In banks, of digital banks, too is the answer to people's doubt about accessing capital in banks. People do not need to visit to bank directly. The renewable innovation is mushrooming throughout society with various backgrounds. The middle and lower classes really feel the access to bank credit is fast and easy to reach. This situation is a support for the community's economies to continue to run as its soul. Ladies and gentlemen, the ability to see opportunities then organize, manage, and take risks is also but felt by the people of East Manggarai in their business activities. Ladies and gentlemen, the presence of digital banks in the communities, especially the East Manggarai community engaged in the business sector, should be greeted with enthusiasm. Bank entities digital financial services should gratitude a fast and easy process for customer. It is not impossible that many people will place their credit hopes on Bank NTT. Should be the answer to the dreams of small communities and prayers to those who are planning a better life in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to Bank NTT for giving me the opportunity and argue on this happy occasion. We NTT youths truly believe that our future will be beautiful in Bank NTT's big program continue to be present in the activity of the NTT people. For your attention and opportunity, once again, I say thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mansweni.
Just call you Atik.
Just call you Atik. Okay.
Just call me Atik. Yes.
Okay, Atik. Thank you very much. Atik, I read in your script that you talk about the people from East Manggarai or the community of East Manggarai obtain business capitals from Bank NTT. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you please tell me how did they obtain the capital from Bank NTT? Can you please tell me how the people or how the East, sorry, am I clear enough? Hi, Ibu Tracy and Pak Alex, am I clear enough? Okay. Okay. Ati, can you please tell me how did the community of East Manggarai obtain the business capital from Bank NTT?
I think from so apa ya?
Say it again. Sorry, Ati, I can't really hear you. Can you repeat, please? Okay, Ati.
Yes.
Forget about the question.
So
let me give check. Am I audible enough, Putresi and Pak Alex? Okay, Ati, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Not clearly. Not clearly.
Okay. Check. Putresi, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, it's very clearly.
Oh, already clearly.
Okay. Ati?
Yes.
What kind of business does the community in East Manggarai have?
The kind of the business at the community at East Manggarai, we can open the business.
It'll say full-time description and you look at the actual steps. You'll say,
Hi, Ati.
It'll say in the description full
Yes,
time, but it
ma'am.
won't be actually full time.
Okay. What kind of business do they have?
Probably that.
Mrs. Credit.
It's okay, Ati. You can go home and do your homework. You have to research about what kind of business the people or the community in East Manggarai have, and how can they obtain a loan from Bank NTT.
Once again,
Okay.
Mom.
You can go home and then do research and ask the community and see in the community. Check. Can you hear me? It's okay, Ati. Forget about that. Forget about that. Yeah. Thank you very much. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Mom. Itu mah jelas.
Thank you, Kareni and Atik. Okay, just to remind you, teacher, that helping your student while question and answer is prohibited. Once again, helping your students while question and answer is prohibited. Okay, we move to number 24. Regina Kristiani Tupan, SMAN 1 SOE. Time is yours.
Well, juries, are you with me?
I can
Hello,
hear
can
you
you hear
very
my
clearly.
voice?
Yes, I can hear your voice. You can start your speech.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, the honorable of the juries, teachers, and all of the audience. First of all, let us give thanks to our God Almighty for the breath of life and health that is still given us today. Thank you for the opportunity that given to me, and I am Regina Kristiani Tupan, the representative of SMA Negeri 1 SOE. Today, I would like to deliver my speech entitled Preventing COVID-19 by Implementing Digital Financial Service. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, the condition of COVID-19 pandemic is getting better. Even our President Jokowi decided to relax the policy of using masks outdoors. Isn't that a good news, right? But that doesn't mean we can be free because we don't know when this pandemic will truly end. There is no guarantee for our health. So what should we do? As a human beings, we cannot be separated from interaction. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we know that with the advance of the technology and also the development of globalization, which can help us in solving our daily problems. Of course, it's very helpful in this pandemic situation too. We need to be grateful because of the existence of bank entity in our lovely region. Why I say that bank entity can help us in this pandemic situation? By the digital service available at bank entity, it makes everything easier for us, especially in this pandemic era. Ladies and gentlemen, based on the topic of my speech, I have 3 important points that I will convey in preventing COVID-19 by implementing digital financial service. There are the use of bank entity mobile banking application yang entity pay as means of transaction, the utilization bank entity short message sending or SMS banking, and maximizing and implementing the use of Bepo mobile service in our daily life. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let us have a look on how this digital service works on bank entity. One of the most helpful discoveries in this pandemic is mobile banking application. By the practical use, it can be accessed via mobile phones. Of course, it can prevent the spreading of COVID-19 virus. Let us imagine, if we go to the bank and meet a lot of people, who will give us the guarantee to avoid the deadly virus? No one is able to do that, especially for our health. Additionally, there are still many people who have not obeyed the health protocols, especially with the policy way. What if our lives are at stake just because one thing that might not really matter? People in residency must not be worried because we already have mobile banking application that can be solved or can be another alternative in financial transaction. By the convenience of mobile banking application, we don't have to go to the bank to transfer money in this pandemic situation, so we can limit our interaction with other people through bank entity digital service. Ladies and gentlemen, the second point is the utilization, the use of SMS banking. This digital service is almost the same as mobile banking application, but this service is only accessed by SMS and the application must not be downloaded. SMS banking can be accessed without internet quota and we only need credit. Considering the mobile phone capacities, SMS banking can be another alternative in using digital service. Some of the features that can be offered in SMS banking: first, glance information. We can find out the amount of our account without going to the bank. And second, fund transfer and payments. The use of SMS banking can also fund transfer and payments, and it's also practical and helpful way, especially for some people who do not understand the use of digital application. Ladies and gentlemen, the third point is the use of Bepo mobile application in our daily life. Bepo mobile application can provide confidence in order to carry out our daily life and economic activities during this pandemic. By using QR code, we can pay the goods only by scanning the barcode. The benefit is that there is no direct contact with other people. Even though the use of Bepo mobile application still not widely applied, especially in supermarkets, stalls, and restaurants, but I believe that in the future it will be accepted widely. The use of QR code actually more practical because it doesn't have any complication to carry cash and that is prone to being lost or forgotten. Additionally, there are no physical contact between people here, so it's possible to prevent the spreading of COVID-19 virus. On the other hand, by the use of Bepo mobile service in our daily life and our community is getting more advanced and keeping up with the times and globalization. By procuring the use of Bepo mobile service in our, in supermarket, stalls, and restaurants, as well as some guidance and direction to the community, can be easier and be more advanced, and that is able to advance entity, especially in the technology in human beings' life. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, there are three important points that I have conveyed, and it can be concluded that the use of mobile banking application, namely NTT Pay as means of transaction, the utilization bank entity, short method lending or SMS banking, and the maximizing and implementing the use of Bepo mobile service in our daily life can make our life be easier and be more advanced in using technology. Finally, the most important thing is to help us and our community in maintaining the health from the spreading of COVID-19 virus. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all about my speech, and thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Reggie.
You're welcome.
I call you Reggie, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Reggie, you said that the use of digital financing service will help to prevent the spread of coronavirus, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, now my question is, how about, say for example, that we don't have any more pandemic? Do you think that we can still use the application?
Of course, because it also practical and makes our life be easy.
Yeah, okay, good. We can still use the application even we don't have any more pandemic.
Yes.
Now, according to you, like the number of COVID-19 virus is getting smaller, right?
Yes.
The number is decreases, not like maybe 1 year or 2 years ago. Now, in your opinion, does the decrease of the number of cases of COVID-19 because of the digital financing service provided by NTT or because of some other factors?
It also by the use of the digital application or digital service available at the entity, it also makes it makes the coronavirus more decreased, and then they make Of course, it can prevent the spreading of COVID-19 because we don't have to go to other people other place to go out, and then we don't meet other people. Like we don't have direct contact with other people, so it can prevent the spreading of COVID-19.
Okay, yeah, to a certain degree, the online services have minimizing the number of the cases, okay? Because we don't have any direct contact with other people. We don't have to go to the bank, for example. Now, I would like you to please explain more about SMS banking of the Bank of NTT. What kind of financial information that you can get from the SMS banking service of Bank NTT?
SMS banking provide some features, so it's just like balance information, so we can find our information about our amount of our account without going to the bank, so we don't meet a lot of people, so we can prevent the spreading of COVID-19. Besides that, also,
I would like to stop you there. You want to know the balance of your account in the balance of your saving in the bank, okay? And then you are going to use SMS banking service. How do you do that?
I'm sorry, can you repeat, please?
Okay, you said that one of the feature of SMS banking of Bank NTT is to know the balance of our account in the bank. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Now I would like you to show us how you use it. How you use the SMS banking to know the balance of your account.
Oh, okay. Before that, I'm sorry, I don't use the SMS banking, but my mother also used that. So I just know what with my mother. So I don't use them. So I don't use.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's all right if you don't, because you never use it, you don't know. Maybe later on, if you ask your mom, and then maybe you watch how your mom use it, and you will know it. Okay. Okay, thank you, Reggie. Good luck with your study in the future. Don't forget Unbira, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Alexius and Regina. We move to number 25. Michael Angelo Sape, SMA Seminari Pius 12 Kisol. Time is yours. Number 25, Michael Angelo Sape, SMA Seminari Pius 12 Kisol. Time is yours.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How is life? Best wishes for you all. Let me introduce myself. My name is Michael Angelo Sape, and all of you can call me Michael. I am from Seminari Pius 12 Kisol Senior High School. Ladies and gentlemen, especially the judges who have taken the time to assess me in the speech contest, thank you for coming. I feel very honored to be standing in this place. First of all, we should sing praise and thanksgiving to God the Almighty. Because of His mercy and blessings, we are given the time and opportunity to gather here. I am personally grateful that I've been allowed to take part in the speech contest organized by Bank NTT. On this blessed occasion, I will deliver a speech with the title, Bepung Mobile Makes Transaction More Convenient. Through this title, I will explain about the use of innovative Bank NTT digital financial service in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic era, especially regarding one of Bank NTT digital financial service, namely Bepung Mobile. Ladies and gentlemen, in the midst of this globalization era, our world has experienced many activities, often referred to as digitalization. Digitalization occurs in various fields that affect humans, one of which is banking, which regulates people's money. Bank NTT, as a regional development bank of NTT, has also digitized itself in order to keep up with the currents of its increasingly swift era. Perhaps most of the people of NTT already know and have even use a mobile banking application called Bipung Mobile belong to Bank NTT. For those who don't know, Bipung Mobile is a mobile banking application that make it easier for customers to make retail payment transactions. Through this application, customers can make fast transactions without wasting time and without distance. Customers no longer need to go to bank entity when they want to make transaction, but simply by using the application, transaction can be done online. There are many of options in Bipung Mobile that can help customers to fulfill what they need. For example, by using Bipung Mobile, customers can pay PLN postpaid, health BPJS, regional tax, and the other payment services. Besides that, customers can borrow amount of money, collect cash, and make a deposit cash. Using Bipung Mobile is very easy. We only need to have a smartphone and an adequate internet network, so transaction can be done anywhere and anytime. For the procedure how to use the application, we can see it in YouTube account of bank entity, namely Promosidana Bank Entity. Certainly, this application is very useful for our people of entity, especially in the midst of the pandemic situation. We know that in the pandemic situation, the people are required to reduce mobility and direct contact with others to prevent the transmission of the virus. In this case, customers do not need to make direct contact with the teller or bank officer, but simply by using Bipung Mobile, transaction can be done. Our Regional Development Bank of NTT has indeed adapted itself very well, so that its customers do not need to have trouble making in the midst of the pandemic situation. And I think that if this pandemic goes away, digital financial service products like this will still be very useful for everyone. In fact, this is a new breakthrough that makes the transaction more convenient for the people, especially the people of NTT. Hopefully, our Regional Development Bank of NTT will continue to maintain the convenience of its customers, especially by creating various facilities and infrastructures that can facilitate the community. Bipung Mobile has become clear evidence of the efforts and hard work of bank entity. Hopefully, bank entity can get high trust from the people, especially the people of entity. Finally, we have arrived at the end of the speech. I am very pleased to be able to stand and speak before you today. I hope what I have shared can be useful for everyone, especially the survivor in the future. And from me, if there are any grammar mistakes or inadequate words, please forgive me. Thank you for being willing to listen to my speech. Remember, transacting at bank entity is a real participation in building entity. Bank entity serve more truly. That is all, and thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Michael, for the speech.
Thank you.
I love your spirit. Bring the spirit of the speech is more, excited for us. Okay? So,
Okay.
Michael, in your speech, you mentioned about the people of bank of entity are very dependent on the bank entity. Why is it so?
Okay, we know that bank entity is a regional development bank of entity, and I think the people of entity must be very dependent of bank entity because it is their bank. So to make transaction, the people of entity must make transaction in bank entity. They must become a customers of bank entity. Many of transactions, what they make or what they do, must they do in bank entity.
So all the transaction only in bank entity, or maybe they have another choice to the another bank. Do you prefer to that for that?
Okay, bank entity is one of the bank in entity, and in this case, there are many of bank in entity like BRI or Bank Mandiri. In this case, the people can choose both bank what they need. So I talk with you about bank entity, and also I provide about bank entity too.
Okay, I see. So you are maybe gonna be a ambassador of bank entity one day. So, Micah, in your speech, you also mentioned about the services of bank entity. I mean, you have an experience various ups and downs with bank entity about how they serve customer and so on and so on. Can you tell us about it?
Okay, we know that bank entity has also duties itself. So in duties itself, they must have various ups and downs, like I talked in my speech. So in this case, for example, customers, maybe the customers are no get what they need in bank entity. So bank entity has also duties itself more and more to give what the customers of the customers or the people of entity need.
Okay. How about your experience? You say that ups and downs. Can you tell me about it? Ups and downs. What do you mean about it? Specifically, please.
About various ups and downs, I can take for one example, like the people who live in the unsignal area, they can access bank entity. So that is the ups of, so that is the negative thing of bank entity, where the people cannot access the Bepung mobile, for example, the Bepung mobile, because they are in signal are in unsignal area.
Okay. So, as the customer of bank entity, do you have any suggestion to bank entity to improve their services?
Okay. I think, according to me, bank entity should improve the connection work, the network, so customers can, so all of the people of entity in all of the area can access their application.
Oh, yeah, right. So it's about internet connection.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We realize that that's a big problem for bank entity and for East Nusa Tenggara, because not all the area in East Nusa Tenggara have the good signal or
Yes.
just good network. Okay. So how about their service in the office? At the office, I mean about the employees, from the securities maybe, or the teller or the officer. Do you have any experience for that?
Okay, for the service, I have go to bank entity before, and I think the service in bank entity is very good. The security in say welcome to me is very good. They is very They are very polite.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Michael. Beautiful to answer the
You're welcome.
questions. It's a good answer and honest answer. Thank you very much. And good luck with it.
Welcome.
Thank you, Katresi and Michelangelo. And we move to number 26, Leonardo Christian Magung, SMA Seminari Pius 12 Kisol. Time is yours. Leonardo, please unmute your microphone. We cannot hear you. Hello, Leonardo?
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. You can start your speech now. Time is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Leonardo Magung from Seminari Pius 12 Kisol Senior High School. Firstly, we need to be grateful to our God for giving us blessing, so we are still given the opportunity to gather here. I'm going to deliver a speech entitled Quick Response Indonesian Standard of East Nusa Tenggara Bank, a smart choice during the pandemic era. In the last 3 years, the world has been experiencing a serious problem, that is COVID-19 pandemic. This thing was said to be serious because it has affected for many aspects of human life, like in health, social, politics, educational, economy, and other aspects. Ladies and gentlemen, you have known that the COVID-19 virus is a pandemic because it has a simple transmission, which is only by direct contact like shaking hands and passing. Do you know that the first of many things in the world that can be a media to spread the COVID-19 virus is money? Yes, the money that maybe now we have been putting in our pocket. It is because money is our repayment that come from anywhere and also go to everywhere without any limitation. This thing gives a possibility that money ever be in the hands of person with the COVID-19 virus and infect it to the next people that accept the money through direct transaction. Certainly we shall not if this problem was continue happen in the next day, right? We will always try to prevent and stop the spread of this COVID-19 virus. The modern technology that we developed in a few years before can help us in this problem. We can use it to help us improve our life during this pandemic. The one of the digital technologies that can help us to do the indirect transaction is Quick Response Indonesian Standard or QRIS. The technologies has been used by many companies and business in Indonesia, and the one of the companies is East Nusa Tenggara Bank. Do you know the QRIS? So, Quick Response Indonesian Standard or QRIS is a digital payment standard in Indonesia that use a QR code that due by the Bank of Indonesia and Indonesian Payment System Association on August 17, 2019. It consists of a series of code that contains data or information about users, nominal payments, and currency that can be read by using specific tools in the payment transaction. The customer of NTT Bank have socialized about the using of it in a few years ago. Reporting from Betanesia.com, it says that the main target of QRIS socialization by NTT Bank is for a merchant in the market. Remember that market areas are vulnerable areas with the COVID-19 virus transmission through the direct transaction. The choice of the NTT Bank to use the QRIS was the right one, especially during this pandemic era that forced us to do everything from home belong to the transaction. Ladies and gentlemen, we have known together that the money is the one of media that can spread the COVID-19 virus. This makes us afraid to hold money and afraid to make the direct transaction. However, With the QRIS, we will be easier and safer to make the transaction. Because with only using an Android, we can use it and without to hold money directly. So it will help us to do the transaction practically and also reduce the COVID-19 case that money can spread. In the meantime, I say that this use of QRIS by NTT Bank is the right one because some reasons. Those are, the first one is the benefits of QRIS can be felt by anyone that wants to use it. NTT socialization about QRIS uses, encouraging every society wants to use this payment system. Lots of UMKM entrepreneurs in NTT recognize the profit derived from the QRIS use. Not only the UMKM entrepreneurs, big business leaders also profit from QRIS use. This can be seen from the support of pharma chemistry in East Nusa Tenggara that support QRIS use at NTT Bank. Reducing the COVID-19 case in NTT. Since QRIS start campaigning, many of East Nusa Tenggara's people want to use this payment system. Most of these counties trade in place susceptible to COVID-19 virus, such as markets, grocery stores, etc. People like me think they will be safer because avoid from the direct transaction and avoid from the and without to hold money directly. Ladies and gentlemen, the presence of QRIS in our region has given so much benefits to our society and certainly promote the progress of our areas. On account of that, the NTT Bank choice to use the QRIS was the right choice, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic, for it has helped to NTT society to keep it alive its efforts in the biblical period and help prevent the transmission of COVID-19 case in NTT. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope by listening to my speech that you are all moved to using QRIS as a system of daily payment. Because, of course, we cannot keep living by manual system, right? The time saved forced us to do everything from home. And the time forced us to keep...
Hello, Leonardo, your time is up.
Yes?
Your time is up.
Oh, I'm sorry, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Hi, Leonardo. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
Good, thank you. Leonardo, just before I ask question, I would like to correct. It's the name for Bank NTT is not NTT Bank, but Bank NTT. Okay? Even though it's English, but you can't translate the name because it's the name, the actual name. Okay? All right. Leonardo, I'm really interested in the point you talk about the UMKM, the small, medium enterprises or the small, medium business enterprises or something like that. And you said that they gain benefit by using QRIS.
Yes.
Okay, can you please tell me the benefits they gain by using QRIS?
Oh, thank you for the question. The first one that the benefits they accept is we know that now we live in a 4.0 era, and this era is forced us to develop develop of technologies, and the one of developed technologies is this digital payment system. So I think the UMKM entrepreneurs can accept the benefits as well that in a 4.0 era. So I think that's it. And one is they will be practically when we'll make the transaction, because we know that when we use a QRIS, we just use an Android and record the QR code that provided. So I think it is very practically and easier to make the transaction.
But how is the curious? Yeah, no, it's just for the customers and probably for the vendors itself. But how about curious impact itself to their?
Can you repeat your question?
Does the curious improve their business?
Can you repeat again?
Does the curious application improve the business?
I think yes, it does, because QRIS, when we use it, is very easier to make the transaction. So I think the people that use the QRIS will be easier to make the transaction, and the other people that want to visit their markets will be happy, because to make the transaction they will be easier. I think that is.
Oh, I see.
So the people that want to visit their market is more than before they use a QRI, I think. Yeah.
Is that what you think, or is what happened in the village?
What you say?
Is that what you think, or is that what happens in the village?
It is, I get from my data, that is from NSA.com.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes.
And do you know any UMKM in your area that use QRIS system?
I'm not seeing the markets or the merchant that use QRIS in our area, because we live in the natural area with the COVID-19. Or I ever see when I visit Kupang or in our city, in our main city in East Nusa Tenggara.
How is the situation in your area? How is the payment system if somebody want to buy something? What method they're using?
In our area, we still use the money, but many people move to use the online transaction, or like use an application. And the one is Bepung Mobile or their application that provided by the other bank. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you very much, Leonardo. Nice to talk to you this afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karini and Leonardo. And we move to number 27, Gregorius B. Santur, SMA Seminari Pius 12 Kisol. Time is yours.
Good afternoon, all of you. My name is Gregorius B. Santur. All of you can call me Greg. I'm from Seminari Kisol Senior High School. Firstly, we need to be grateful to our God for blessing us, so we are still given the opportunity to gather at this moment. In this chance, I'm going to deliver a speech entitled SMS Banking Breaks the Limits. Now we are facing the COVID-19 pandemic. Many people, like bank customers, have become the victims of this. So, health protocols such as maintaining distance and reducing mobilization make them have to stay at home. This makes them difficult to get financial service because they cannot go to the bank. So it demands an innovation that makes it easier for them to get financial service without leaving their house. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is entering the era of Industrial Revolution 4.0. This is marked by the digital economy, AI, and robotics. In this era, industry is starting to touch the virtual world. The emergence of this 4.0 era influences the formation of human mentality. Humans want everything to be so easily, quickly, and efficiently. Mentally want to get this convenience is supported by the digitalization system that almost touches all aspects of human life. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the relation between this COVID-19 pandemic, the bank financial service, and the Industrial Revolution 4.0? Because of the pandemic, many people, like bank customers, have to lock themselves at home. It demands an innovation that can connect them without having to meet directly. The Industrial Revolution 4.0 can be the answer to this need. It can connect the bank customers with the bank without having to meet directly. So they can get and give financial service and provide convenience in obtaining and performing financial service. Of course, it can be looked as an innovative step in responding to the needs of today's society. East Nusa Tenggara Bank is one of the banks that carry out this innovative step. East Nusa Tenggara Bank provide new innovations related to digital-based financial service. One of them is by providing a mobile banking digital service that's called SMS banking. Before we talk deeply about it, it is good for us to know what is SMS banking. Basically, SMS banking is a mobile service system that uses short message service system in two ways. Those are SMS toolkit and regular SMS that allows people to do transactions via smartphones. SMS banking has many advantages. First, SMS banking is practical without having to leave the house. SMS banking is also easy and can be used anytime and anywhere. It can also use all types of SIM cards. Lastly, SMS banking is much more efficient because it is free from external interference such as internet connections or power outages. SMS banking has many advantages that can help customers. However, these advantages will be useless if it is not used optimally. We can know this from the numbers of SMS banking users. From website katantt.com, there are 70,000 users who use this digital service from total of about 400,000 East Nusa Tenggara Bank customers, or only about 17.5%. So, why does it happen? Why does one of the factors that influence people low interest to use this service is the lack of information and knowledge about the service. This can make people feel uninterested because they don't know what are the functions and advantages of the service and how to use this service. So they think this service is difficult to use and more troublesome than going directly to the bank. To increase people's interest to use this service, the bank can handle it by adding more bibliography about SMS banking. Also, the bank can give a socialization to the institutes like school. By adding more bibliography about SMS banking, people can know more information about SMS banking. But the bank can handle it by using a simple language and explain in detail so people can know more information about SMS banking. Then, make a competition about East Nusa Tenggara Bank's digital service like this can be a solution. Because of it, people who follow this will learn more about East Nusa Tenggara Bank's digital service like SMS banking and can improve their knowledge and interest to use this service. Ladies and gentlemen, humans are facing the COVID-19 pandemic. This is marked by the facing the COVID-19 pandemic. This requires them to obey health protocols like limiting their movement that make them difficult to carry out these activities. It demands an innovation that can connect them virtually. This need has been answered by the Industrial Revolution 4.0 that allows people to do something without having to meet face-to-face. East Nusa Tenggara Bank is one of the banks that is able to see people's need in this condition. East Nusa Tenggara Bank presents solution to this need by providing new innovations related to digital-based financial service like SMS banking. As same as the theme of this event, SMS banking can be the step that break the limits in responding to the needs of today's society. So, in this chance, I just want to say, let us use the innovative step from East Nusa Tenggara Bank optimally for our company's financial service. That is all. Thank you for listening.
All right. Okay, thank you. Goris? Or Greg? Okay, Greg. Okay, the title of your speech is NTT SMS Banking Break the Limits. Maybe can you sum up in one sentence what are the limits? What are the limits being destroyed, being broken by SMS banking?
Okay, thank you for the question. We know that before we are entering the Industrial Revolution 4.0 era, all of us must meet directly. I mean, if we want to pay something or make transactions, we must use the real money and then we must meet the others to make the transactions. We to meet them directly. But by using this SMS banking, it can break the limits that we not we are we have not to meet the other to pay it directly, and then we can make transactions via smartphone by use the digital service.
Okay, so SMS banking breaks the limits of direct contact with other people, breaks the limits from being infected from the disease and so on and so forth, okay? Yeah, you said also in your speech, Goris, that only a few percentage of the Bank NTT's customers have used this service. And then the reason is because the people have not really known about this. And then the reason behind that was because the staff of Bank of NTT could not explain it well to the people. They use jargons, okay, bank languages. Now I would like to hear from you. How would you explain about SMS banking to the lay people? Say you gather some people near Sere or Kisol, and then you explain about SMS banking to them.
Okay, thank you for the question. We know that in the internet, while we Googling on internet, we find that someone write about SMS banking generally use the language of the bank that is not understood by the general people. So we can explain it by using a simple language like SMS banking is a mobile banking service that is able to connect the other with the other without have to meet directly. So people can make transactions by using their smartphone.
Yeah, I was hoping to hear from you that examples of socialization language that you can use when you explain about SMS banking to the people in Watunggong, in Leke, and something like that.
Maybe we can make it simple by use the example. For example, we can tell our experience. Like once my brothers and I was on vacation in our village, and then when we want to pay my school tuition, we use SMS banking because our village that is not reached by the internet connection. So we can use this service. We can use this service even to in our village there is no internet connection. So we can use the simple language to explain it to the other by using the example. So they can know more. So they can digest it and then know more information about SMS banking.
Okay, thank you, Goris. It is very simple. Okay, you can do it by demonstration. Okay, don't forget to pray to Pater Leoperic so that you can achieve your goals to become a priest.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Palexius and Gregorius. We move to number 28. Mektildis Novlin Aldasia Agman, SMA Baktiar Sama Umere. Time is yours. Number 28, Mektildis Novlin Aldisa Agman, SMA Baktiar Sama Umere. Time is yours. Mektildis Novlin Aldisa Agman, SMA Baktiar sama Umere. Time is yours.
Good afternoon to all of us, the honorable juries, and my dear friends. My name is Matilde Novlin Aldasia Akman, and I am from Baktiarsa Senior High School. First of all, let us praise and thank the presence of God for the joys and grace so that we can still gather in this place without any barriers at all and in good health. In this place, I want to deliver a speech about developing in pandemic. Bank NTT help the community through digital and non-digital financial service. There is a proverb in Indonesian that says, little by little become a hill. This proverb is usually spoken by the parents so that their children are diligent in saving. When we talk about saving, the three things come into our mind. Like first is money, piggy banks, and bank. There are so many banks around us. Which one? Bank NTT branch office. Ladies and gentlemen, the presence of Bank NTT in our economic life is very helpful, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. There are so many products and services belonging to Bank NTT provide to their customers in order to survive the pandemic situation. One proof of the role of Bank NTT in preventing the economic decline of the people of East Nusa Tenggara, which was experienced by a middle-aged woman whose full name is Rehel Minche Lete, who is familiarly called Teo Minche. Teo Minche is a small trader who opens a kiosk on Ferryport Street, Pantai Baru, Ola Fuliha Village, Pantai Baru District, Retendau, Regency. Teo Minche sells the basic necessities. There are rice, corn, green beans, peanuts, water sugar, and sugar plates. In the midst of COVID-19 storm, Teo Minche's business still survives, unlike the most businesses that have to go out of business. This is thanks to the venture capital provided by Bank NTT through the Merdeka Credit Program. Ladies and gentlemen, in this pandemic era too, Bank NTT customers don't need to worry because Bank NTT have a lot of digital and non-digital financial service to their customers. Some of them are digital service like SMS banking, Bepung NTT Mobile, and NTT Pay, and many more. The digital service can help the customers so that they don't leave their house to go out to the nearest ATM machine or the nearest shop to buy the household needs, such as purchase credit, electronic city, and transfer money. All of them you can do it by your home if you have an access into the digital service from Bank NTT. And I, as the one of users of digital service by Bank NTT through NTT Pay applications, I feel the service is very helpful for me and my family during the COVID-19 pandemic and until this moment. We no longer to be confused when electricity in our house runs out because we have the application. Ladies and gentlemen, there are so many benefits that you can enjoy if you use digital financial service from Bank NTT. And by using the service of Bank NTT, we will also participate indirectly in developing our beloved area, East Nusa Tenggara. Therefore, let's all of us use digital and non-digital financial service from Bank NTT. That's all about my speech. Thank you very much and happy 60th anniversary for Bank NTT. I hope Bank NTT can be a good bank and can improving the economic life in East Nusa Tenggara. Thank you.
Hi, hello, Mathildis.
Hello.
Thank you for the birthday greetings for Bank NTT.
You're welcome.
Okay, so Mathildis, your speech is about developing the pandemic and it helps the community through digital and non-digital financial service. So you mentioned about Credit Merdeka, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how's the Minche business doing right now?
The business is good because she has the models is income from the Merdeka Credit program that provided by Bank NTT.
Okay, so how's the business right now? I mean, is still running and
yes, the business still running.
Can you tell us about it?
The business still running, and you know, like business have an up and down in activities and every day. But the business still running right now.
Okay, so you know Teominch as well?
I don't know, but in internet, his business still running until this day.
Okay, it's good. So you also mentioned about some digital financial services such as SMS banking, Depo Mobile, and NTT Pay, and many more. Can you tell us about the other services beside the three of those?
Like Kiris? Yes.
Where you can get Kiris in the three of those applications?
I'm the one of users in NTT Pay application, and in this application have a barcode of Kiris.
Oh, it's good. Good answer. So you say that you're the one who use the NTT Pay.
Yes.
And you yourself or your parents?
My parents, but the application download in my phone.
Oh, so you have your own phone?
Yes.
And your phone is there is an NTT Pay application?
Yes.
Have you already tried Depo Mobile?
Actually not, because this is my mom account that is enter in NTT Pay application.
Do you know the difference about the NTT Pay and Depo Mobile?
I don't know actually, because I only use the NTT Pay application. I never use the NTT Mobile application before.
Okay, so let me tell you something. You know, the NTT Pay is improved right now to be a Depo Mobile.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to get more features about to get more transactions, to get more once again features, so you must upgrade your application to the mobile. Okay, you can tell your mom.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So how about SMS banking? Are you familiar with that application?
Actually not. I never use it.
So do you know in generally about Bank NTT? Besides, or I mean before the pandemic?
Yes, I know.
Can you tell us about it?
Before the pandemic, I never used the digital financial from Bank NTT, and it's very difficult for my family because we can't go out and something like that.
Oh, I mean, how do you know Bank NTT so far?
Oh,
before the pandemic.
I know from my mom.
Okay, so it's enough for me. Thank you very much, Mathildis.
Yes.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Say hi to your mom, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Kak Tracy and Mathildis. Okay, before we move to the next participant, we will take 5-minute breaks. So we will right back.
Proses pembayaran menggunakan kris Bank NTT di aplikasi Bepo Mobile Bank NTT. Sekarang pembayaran dan pembelian apa saja menjadi lebih mudah dengan menggunakan kris Bank NTT dengan aplikasi Bepo Mobile Bank NTT. Buka aplikasi Bepo Mobile Bank NTT, login dengan cara input nomor handphone dan password. Pada menu utama, pilih lambang kris. Muncul kamera aktif, kemudian arahkan pada barcode kris yang tersedia di merchant atau dengan cara tanpa tatap muka, yaitu memilih barcode yang sudah tersimpan di handphone dengan cara pilih lambang galeri foto pada sudut kiri atas. Setelah itu, akan muncul nama merchant dan input nominal bayar, pilih centang, dan pilih selanjutnya. Setelah muncul nama merchant, pilih sumber dana. Akan muncul semua jenis tabungan atau giro Bank NTT yang dimiliki nasabah. Pilih salah satu yang dijadikan sumber dana untuk melakukan transaksi. Melakukan konfirmasi detail pembayaran, pilih konfirmasi. Input PIN dan pilih centang. Memperoleh bukti transaksi berhasil dan dapat membagikannya dengan cara memilih lambang share atau dengan memilih screenshot untuk melakukan tangkapan layar.
Bertransaksi di Bank NTT adalah partisipasi nyata membangun NTT. Bank NTT melayani lebih sungguh.
Mengerti dan berkarya untuk berusaha moral melayani lebih sungguh, dedikasi yang tinggi, hadirkan inovasi bagi tiap generasi. Bank NTT membangun masa depan.
Kelompok penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, meningkatkan BAD, loba moral sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT, kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif, NTT maju, bersama bangun NTT, kita bangkit bersama.
Selamat datang di Smart Branch Bank NTT. Bank NTT mempersembahkan kepada seluruh nasabah dan masyarakat NTT cara terbaru di dunia perbankan yang memberikan pengalaman terbaru bagi Anda dalam bertransaksi. Smart Teller System adalah layanan yang melayani pembukaan rekening baru sekaligus kartu ATM dengan hanya melakukan verifikasi pada nomor induk kependudukan nasabah. Nasabah secara mandiri dapat melakukan transaksi layanan perbankan dengan Smart Branch System. Layanan kioski memberikan inisiasi dan simulasi pinjaman nasabah pada Smart Branch secara real-time. Cash Recycle Machine merupakan layanan yang dapat memfasilitasi nasabah untuk bisa melakukan setor tunai, tarik tunai, pembayaran, pembelian, dan transfer. Kenyamanan dan kemudahan nasabah dalam mengakses jasa layanan perbankan menjadi hal yang utama bagi Bank NTT dalam melayani nasabah dan seluruh masyarakat NTT. Smart Branch Bank NTT merupakan sebuah komitmen Bank NTT menjadi super smart bank untuk NTT maju. Bertransaksi di Bank NTT adalah partisipasi nyata membangun NTT. Bank NTT melayani lebih sungguh.
yang tinggi, hadirkan inovasi bagi tiap generasi. Bank NTT membangun masa depan.
Support penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, meningkatkan PAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, Bank NTT. Kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif. NTT padu bersama Bank NTT, kita bangkit bersama.
Maju dalam visi misi, mengedukasi, kenalkan inovasi. Kami hadir melayani lebih sungguh. Mari bersama kita wujudkan mimpi.
Selalu dekat, selalu ada, berikan kemudahan, penghimpun dan penyalur kredit di masyarakat, gerakan ekonomi, hentaskan kemiskinan. Bank NTT tetap maju, tetap jaya.
Support penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, meningkatkan PAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, Bank NTT. Kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif. NTT padu bersama Bank NTT, kita bangkit bersama.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello, Kafian. Can you hear me?
Hello? Yes,
Hi,
I can hear you.
Kafian. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, you can start your speech now. Time is yours.
Oke. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan, salam Pancasila. Good afternoon everyone. My name is Kafian Arka Ramadhani and I am from SMA N1 Waikabubak. Innovation of Bank NTT in COVID-19 pandemic. The impact of the COVID-19 pandemic provides significant changes to the economy of a country, which also impact banks in Indonesia. Improving banking performance during the COVID-19 pandemic is very important to do, considering that financial transaction activities are basically limited, and even business activities must be closed temporarily. In this COVID-19 pandemic situation, financial transaction activities will automatically switch from cash to electronic. The application of information and technology to improve the performance of the banking industry can increase profitability and avoid risk of bankruptcy. Also, acceleration of payment with the digitalization system is very helpful for customers. in accelerating financial transactions, especially in the COVID-19 pandemic situation that is hitting NTT through a very effective digital transaction system. Bank NTT is the only regional in East Nusa Tenggara that is beneficial in increasing the community economy. Bank NTT is headquartered in the city of Kupang. Bank NTT was established in 1962 under the name of PT Bank Pembangunan Nusa Tenggara Timur, or PT BPD NTT. This establishment was spearheaded by the regional government along with community leaders and private business leaders in NTT on the basis of the talk of the need for a financial institution in the form of a bank, which specifically assists the government in implementing development in the regions. Ladies and gentlemen, Bank NTT is ready to face the pandemic era with the innovative digital financial services like 1. Bipung Mobile, which tagline is one application, many transactions. In this app, Bank NTT customer can first find out the latest balance in the saving account, time deposit, current account, or loan account of the user. In addition, customers can also view account mutation within a 7-day period with a maximum transaction of 31 days ago. Second, transfers between Bank NTT accounts, including ATM Bersama and virtual accounts. Third, payment of telephone bills, TV subscription, electricity, BPJS Health, PDAM, SAMSAT, APBP P2, 9 regional taxes, and PPHTB and PayQuries. Fifth, purchase Telkomsel regular credit, Telkomsel internal credit, XL vouchers, vouchers flexi, and electricity vouchers. 6. Account or administration, change PIN, and change password. 6. Loan initiation. Loan simulation are available for multi-business loans, flat consumption loans, and home ownership loans. 7. Cash withdrawal without card. Customers can now make cash withdrawals at ATM without using a card. 8. Loan application process through the digital loan feature in the Bank NTT mobile banking application. So, customers do not need to come to the bank to make a loan. Just use the application Bipung Mobile provided by Bank NTT. 2. Dia Bisa members. Dia Bisa is a digital agent for NTT Bank students or millennial people who become customers and are registered as NTT Bank mobile banking account, so they can do some transaction. Using the features available in Bank NTT, they will get some faring fee for every transaction made. In this app, students or millennial people can benefit. 1. Dia Bisa member can find out account balance online. 2. Dia Bisa members can transfer activities to NTT Bank accounts or to other bank accounts, including ATM Bersama and Link. 3. Dia Bisa members can purchase Telkomsel data or Pulse packets, XL credits, and electricity vouchers. 4. Dia Bisa members can pay telephone bills, pay TV, electricity, BPJS Health, and SAMSAT online. Thank you all for hearing my speech. I hope it can be helpful for all of us. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kavian. Arka. Can I call you Arka?
Yes, sure.
I'm a ma'am. I'm Miss Reni. Nice to meet you, Arka.
Nice to
And
meet you too, Miss Reni.
yes, Arka, I'm really interested when you talk about Dia Bisa, and you said that it is a digital agent for students or millennial people.
Yes.
Can you please explain why?
Dia Bisa is services provided by Bank NTT for students or millennial people who is interested in opening banking without coming to the bank itself. Like they don't need to come to the bank. They can use it on their phone using the Dia Bisa. They can instantly check their account balance online in their phones and transfer activities from NTT Bank to another bank. They can also transfer in ATM or just in link.
Okay.
Also,
what makes? Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Arka.
Okay. They also can purchase Telkomsel data pools from Dia Bisa. It is accessible in almost in the app. You can buy Telkomsel or XL credits, even electricity vouchers. There's many choices you can make. Also,
But this, yeah, okay, I got it because you have already mentioned in your speech. But this kind of benefits are needed by general people,
yes.
not only for student or millennial.
Yes. Oh, for general people, they can also get the same benefits like students and millennial people. They can just use. Yes.
So if let's say I'm not a student and I'm a teacher, can I use Dia Bisa or I can't?
Yeah, yes, Miss can. Yes.
Why?
Yeah,
because I'm still millennial.
Because you can just register on the app Bipeng Mobile, because before you can use Dia Bisa, like I mentioned before, you need to register your official bank account that already registered on the bank NTT, and then log in to the Bipeng Mobile and then select the Dia Bisa service. And then you can enjoy the same benefits that is provided for students or millennial people.
So Dia Bisa is actually inside the Bepung mobile application.
Yeah.
Okay, you seems like very good at explaining about the application, and also you're talking about the multi-business loan.
Yes, multi-business loans.
Well, what are the requirements to get multi-business loan?
First, in multi-business loans, you need to get show to the bank. What do you need to do? What are your purpose to make a loan for a business? What is the profit? And what kind of business you are doing? So you can make sure the bank won't just give their money to you, but you don't give the bank anything.
Yeah,
like,
but isn't that you say we don't have to go to the bank, but we can just do the loan
using the app,
using like application?
Yes, using the application for multi-loans. But before you can use it, we should verify on the application. What do you need to do? What do you want? What kind of business you provide? Why do you need multi-business loans?
So you do still need to go to the bank?
No, just use the app, because you need to verify on the app. Why do you choose the multi-business loans on the application?
Okay. All right. Thanks so much, Arka.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you too.
Number 31, Gradiana Oematan, SMAS Warta Bakti. Time is yours. Number 31, Gradiana Oematan, SMAS Warta Bakti. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom. Om Swastiastu. Namo Buddhaya. Salam kebajikan. Greeting to all of us. The Honorable, the head of NTT Bank Branch Kepemenangan. The Honorable, all the staff of NTT Bank Branch Kepemenangan. The Honorable, all the judges, and all the NTT society that I'm proud of and I love the most. In short, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, we express thanks to the Almighty God for His blessing to us. God has allowed us to meet in this origin forum full of happy new entrants. On a moment full of recollection in the context of NTT Bank birthday in July 17, which is celebrated every year by the entire NTT community. So I, as the young generation of NTT, are called to give a speech in front of you all by highlighting the title of Dia Bisa Program Makes Dream Come True during the pandemic. There is great hope that this day is relevant and spark awareness of the people of PTU in particular and NTT in general about the importance of creativity in improving the economic quality of MSME in East Nusa Tenggara. Ladies and gentlemen, the only regional bank that is useful for improving community economy, especially in East Nusa Tenggara, at this time is the NTT Bank. NTT Bank holds the vision being healthy, strong, and trustworthy. This establishment was pioneered by the regional government along with the community leaders and private business leaders in NTT on the basis of the need for a financial institution in front of a bank. We specifically asked the government in implementing development in their region. NTT Bank is constantly changing in terms of human resource and banking system service. As a bank that drives the economy of the NTT community during the pandemic. The Dia Bisa program is present as the right solution to realize the dreams of the NTT people during the pandemic. Because during the pandemic, MSME actors do not have place to sell their processed product. However, the NTT Bank provides a place in the front of Lopo Dia Bisa. People can peddle their processed product in this place. This service is also from of a bank entity's concern for the millennial generation of the entity to take advantage of productive time, gain and increase profit in economy business. Apart from being a driving force for of MSME business, regional tourism in entity will also develop. Tourism is growing with the exhibition of tenun ikat and other local at Lopo Dia Bisa at various tourist attractions in East Nusa Tenggara. There are many conveniences offered by the Dia Bisa program, namely payment transaction, electricity bills, pay TV, and tuition registration payments. With this program, the public, especially in East Nusa Tenggara, can transact more easily and safely. The society can also make transaction anytime without the need to come to the NTT Bank service office. The final goal to encourage regional economic growth and regional development in all fields in order to improve the standard of living of the economy of community as well as one of the source of regional original income. We can change to be better. We can change for the better, more just equitable, more prosperous, smarter, and more advanced in line with the ideals of the Indonesian nation. Let's make ourselves creative and innovative, especially the young generation of Indonesia, namely at TTU, to have a patriotic spirit in trading. The best way to the future, so that the future of young generation can be brighter and exit surfing in the world of the technology 4.0. Ladies and gentlemen, finally the Latin says, Poeta nascitur, orator fit. A poet is born and orator is nurtured. Thank you all. Thank you to the organizing committee, in this case, NTT Bank Branch Kepemenangan, for organizing the speech development activity. And before I leave this oration take, allow me to chant. If you want to borrow a poem, I beg you to return. If there is wrong word, I beg your pardon. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Graciana, for your speech. I like the closing of your speech.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you talk about the Abisa service provided by Bank NTT. Okay, now in your speech, you talk about one of the programs of Bank NTT, which is called the Abisa. Now, I would like to hear more from you. What kind of benefits that you will get if you use the Abisa service from Bank NTT?
I'm sorry, I don't understand for your reason.
Okay, I just try to follow your speech. In your speech, you talk about one of the services of Bank NTT, namely the Abisa. Okay. Now, please tell me what are the benefits? What are the advantages that you can get by using the Abisa service from Bank NTT?
No. Manfaatnya ini increase your business and give loans to medium small.
And what? Increase your business, and then what else? Second one? Okay. Graciana, have you ever used the Abisa service from Bank NTT?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Can you tell me your experience when you are using it? Do you have any problems? Do you have any difficulties of using the service?
The Abisa code is good and
Okay, Graciana, thank you very much. I like the color of your jacket. Is that the uniform from your school?
yes.
Okay. Say hello to your English teacher in your school, okay?
Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
Thank you, Palaxios and Gradiana. And we move to number 32. Stefania Serli Mauloko, SMAS Warta Bakti. Time is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. Imagine the convenience that we will achieve if we start to replace our old way of transacting cash transaction with more modern transaction, namely digital transaction, by using J-Card as our new transaction tool. We can bring change for the economy of NTT. Hello, my name is Stefania Serli Mauloko, and on this occasion, I will deliver a speech entitled Digital Transaction in the Pandemic Era, J-Card Bring Change for NTT. the Honorable the Head of NTT Bank Branch Kemenanu, the Honorable Staff of NTT Bank Branch Kemenanu, and all the entities society that I'm proud of and I love the most. In short, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let us give thanks to God Almighty. Because of His abundance of grace, we can gather in good health. I would like to thank the leadership and staff of the Kemenanu branch of the NTT Bank for providing the stage for us to hone our skills. Ladies and gentlemen, in this digital era, technological developments in Indonesia have encouraged change in people's behavior to conduct a transaction in a modern, fast, safe, and comfortable manner. This is what drives the NTT Bank as a development banking industry in the NTT region to continue to develop digital transactions, programs, and tools, especially in the pandemic era. NTT Bank tries its best to facilitate customers' transactions. One of the programs launched is the collaboration in the use of J-card between Bank DKI and Bank NTT. This collaboration is a continuation of the realization of the synergy between Bank DKI and Bank NTT, which previously signed a digital payment MOU through co-branding of electronic money and digital application. Later, Bank DKI will provide a co-branding J-card with a design determined by Bank NTT. J-card is a payment instrument in the form of a card to perform various transactions at merchants that have collaborated with Bank DKI or Bank NTT. The benefits of J-card for NTT itself are as an easier cash payment, ranging from paying various bills and online shopping, top up electronic money, make donation for others, to secure emergency funds through opening deposit, and online saving anywhere and anytime. J-card makes it easy for people to make transactions without the need to carry cash. Just bring one card. For example, to shop at Alfamart, customers only need to bring a J-card as a substitute for payment from cash to non-cash devices for transaction. J-card can be used in 102 Alfamart outlets and will further be developed in more than 4,000 Alfamart outlets in Jabodetabek. Some of the advantages of J-card that is easier, more efficient, and faster. J-card also reduces direct contact, as we always do when we still use cash transaction. That way, J-card can help reduce the spread of coronavirus during this pandemic. J-card has had an extraordinary performance, namely until 2021 alone, it has reached 3.8 million cards in the circulation of transaction volumes reaching 10.5 million rupiah. We can see for ourselves that J-card really has an impact on the digital economy in Indonesia. It is time for us to jointly advance the economy of our nation by starting to implement cashless transactions in buying and selling activities. Of course, this must start from the current millennial generation as a fast-paced generation. We hope that today's generation will be the generation that brings change for NTT. So I quote Scarner's word, "Give me 1,000 old men, I will surely pull Samaru from its root. But give me 10 youths and I will shake the world." Borrowing Sukarno's word, I want to change the formulation of the sentence into advice to fight for independence. Youth feel their independence by fighting for the digitization of Indonesian economy. With the continuance provided by the NTT Bank, we are swiftly proceeding to become a quality, innovative, and creative generation in order to advance NTT towards a prosperous entity. Let us together help advance the economy in our beloved area. Together with the NTT Bank, we will create a advanced entity, smart entity, and modern entity by utilizing digital transaction for a better economy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for my speech today. I hope it can be useful for all of us. Thank you for your attention. Good afternoon and see you in another time.
Okay. Hi, hello. Stefania, Shirley. How do I call you?
You can call me Cheryl.
Cheryl. Shirley. Okay. Shirley, what a nice name. Okay. Shirley, thank you for bringing us the fresh information about J-card, because this is new for us, and this is new, I believe it's new for the other judges as well. So Where you get the information about J card?
I get the information from the internet, like Google.
Okay, so now J card in Kefamanano is familiar to you?
I don't think it's very well known for the Kefamanano people. So I want to introduce J-card for the NTT people through my speech.
So you mean a J card is the product of Bank NTT and Bank DKI, right?
Yes.
Okay. You know, J card now only can use in one place in NTT.
I think people in some town already use it in Alphamart, like Alphamart, we can use J-card, but it's not very well known, so it's not familiar with us.
You have research about that? I mean, or only your opinion?
I have a research like J-card can be used in Alphamart from Google.
You mean J-card can use in Alphamart, in Kupang or NTT areas, or the other outside the NTT?
I think it can be used in NTT too.
Are you sure about it?
Yes, I'm sure.
Where you get the information? I mean, I'm work in Bank NTT. I'm as an employee in the NTT. As I know that J card is only can be used in one place. There is waterfront in Labuan Bajo, because this is a new joint venture between Bank NTT and Bank DKI. Okay, so you better check your information. You better check your search, because J card is only you can use only in Labuan Bajo. Yet right now, okay, not in all area of East Nusa Tenggara. Okay, you got the point.
Sorry, I think I got a wrong information about that.
Ah, it's okay, but now you know. Okay.
Yes, I know.
So, what do you think about J card in Kefamanano in the future?
I think it can make the transaction in Kefamanano will be more efficient and faster. It can for the people to Kefamanano people to make transaction.
Okay, so how about yourself? You have any account in Bank NTT?
I haven't made one.
You have one account.
No, I don't.
So how you can get the compensation if you not have an account in Bank NTT? That's the one requirements to get the compensation. You have to, or you have to open the new account to follow the compensation.
Yeah, I don't have an account, but my teacher has, so I've asked my teacher about this application.
Oh, how about your teacher? Did your teacher tell you or give you information about this competition? Have to open the new account for your name, on your name, I mean?
Yes. Yes.
So you have an account, right?
Oh. Yes, I have one.
Ah, it's good. Okay. Shirley. So maybe you can choose the another topic, and then you get the good information, more research, and more. Maybe you can ask the marketing of Bank NTT or your teacher about more information about J card. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Katresi and Stefania. We move to number 33, Maria Fidulcia Adelia Ma, SMKN 2 ND. Time is yours. Maria Fidulcia Adelia Ma, SMKN 2 ND. Time is yours.
Sorry. Maria, we can't hear you. Your microphone is not connected to your Zoom.
Maria, please join your audio in Zoom, please. We cannot hear you. Okay, for the teacher or any staff there, please fix the microphone so Maria can deliver her speech. Okay, Maria, we will put you in the last number of the participant. Okay, so we move to number 34, Mei Yanda Maharani Mesak, SMAN 1 Sabu Barat. Time is yours. Mei Yanda Maharani Mesak, SMAN 1 Sabu Barat. Time is yours.
Good afternoon. Greetings to all of us. The honorable jury, first of all, let's pray thanks in the front of God Almighty we are able to meet. I'm Yanda Maharani Mesak, senior high school students from SMA Negeri 1 Sabu Barat, Saburai Jua Regency, with speech title, Renewable NTT Bank Digital Financial Services in the Pandemic Era. The honorable jury, NTT Bank is the only regional bank that help improve communities' economy, especially in East Nusa Tenggara. NTT Bank, which was originally established under the name Regional Development Bank, is headquartered in Kupang City, the capital city of East Nusa Tenggara. This year, last July 17 to be exact, NTT Bank made its 60th anniversary. Carrying the theme Sustainability Momentum, which means that this anniversary is used as a momentum to rise towards prosperous East Nusa Tenggara and increase contribution to economic development in recovery in East Nusa Tenggara. The honorable jury, with government policy setting enforcement of restrictions on community activities due to COVID-19, NTT Bank has made innovation in transaction with digital services. NTT Bank has begun to focus on entering digital world because the conventional business model can no longer be relied on to cooperate with various parties. NTT Bank has also digitized on marketing side by entering various digital channels such as social media, websites, and others for promotion. President Director of NTT Bank Hari Alexander Wukaho said that since 2019, where COVID-19 pandemic hit, NTT Bank began to strengthen digital-based product. The digital-based product in question are NTT Bank Mobile Banking, NTT Bank SMS Banking, and QRIS, or Quick Response Indonesia Standard, or a payment transaction method using QR scan that has been standardized by Indonesia Bank and ASPI. NTT Bank Mobile Banking are NTT Pay and Bepung Mobile. NTT Pay and Bepung Mobile are basically the same. There are only advantages in Bepung Mobile. One of them, in Bepung Mobile application, you can combine several account numbers. The menu on Bepung Mobile Banking NTT Bank contains balance information, transfers, purchases, payments, and others. In addition, there is also NTT Bank SMS Banking. NTT Bank SMS Banking is a banking service that can be accessed directly by customers via their cell phones by sending banking orders using SMS media. The Honorable Jury, digital financial services are payments and financial service activities that use digital technology facilities such as a cellular or web through third parties. Examples of digital financial services themselves are electronic money, digital savings, mobile phone accounts. Digital services can be used anytime and anywhere. Online service features are more efficient and make it easier for customers to carry out banking activities. Digital services can reduce queue and money in physical form to move around. This will reduce the spread of coronavirus. NTT Bank also has NTT Bank agent who has received official permission to open digital financial services branch called Diabisa. Diabisa is a digital agent of NTT Bank students or millennial who are customers and registered as the users of mobile banking of NTT Bank so that they can transact using the features available on mobile banking of NTT Bank and will receive fee for each transaction made. Diabisa agent is an extension of NTT Bank in order to help people in remote area who do not have access to digital media or have not had time to go nearby to NTT Bank offices. In fact, apart from providing digital financial services that make it easier for public, especially in this era of pandemic, NTT Bank has special savings accounts for students, namely simple or student savings. As the name implies, the terms and conditions for savings are simple, such as a minimum deposit of only 5,000. The Honorable Jury, NTT Bank really pays attention to developments in East Nusa Tenggara. NTT Bank innovates and enters the digital world to adapt to the time and help rebuild the economy as a result of COVID-19 and to break the chain of the spread of COVID-19. We can find all information about NTT Bank and its innovative program on the internet. There are NTT Bank websites, Instagram, Facebook, and even TikTok, where can we access all of that via our gadgets. With all the advantages, I would like to invite all of us, especially young audience, to help the regional economy to bounce back, namely by saving money at NTT Bank by using the innovative NTT Bank digital financial services provided by NTT Bank. Let's make transactions together using NTT Bank, because transacting at NTT Bank is the same as building of East Nusa Tenggara. Happy 60th birthday to NTT Bank. More victories, victories, victories. NTT Bank, serve more seriously. Thank you.
Hi, Melinda.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
How
are you?
I feel very good.
Of course you do. I can tell you're very energized this afternoon. May, how is the digital services of Bank NTT in Sabu area?
Digital services of NTT Bank in Sabu area. Okay, thank you for that question. I'll answer that question. So basically, digital financial services are payments and financial service activities that use digital technology facilities such as cellular web or web through third parties. So examples of digital financial services like what I mentioned on my speech is electronic money, digital savings, or mobile phone accounts. The benefits of digital financial services are digital service can be used anytime and anywhere.
May,
yes?
Excuse me. I heard it in your speech, but I just want to know how is this digital service in Sabu area?
Okay, thank you.
Is it great? And if they are great, why? If it's not, why?
Okay, thank you for the question. So digital savings, like digital services, like what I said, the examples is NTT Bank mobile banking, like the mobile of NTT Bank. So in Sabu Jua, many of customers use Bepom Mobile to transacting because it is very simple and it's make it easier for customers who do not have access to digital media or have not had time to go nearby to NTT Bank offices. So they use the digital service like Bepom Mobile of NTT Bank, or if they not have that application, they can use NTT Bank SMS banking. Thank you.
Okay, good. And you also talk about information can be found in couple of medias. One of them is TikTok. Is that correct?
Yes, as a user of TikTok, when I use TikTok, in my FYP, there are information about NTT Bank, one of them about these Ramai Sekali programs. So for millennials, for our Gen Z, it was very useful to know all information about NTT Bank in TikTok too. Thank you.
So what you're saying when you got the information about the competition is through TikTok?
Yes, from TikTok and from Instagram.
Okay. Do you think both of the platform are very important and needs to be improved in the future?
Yeah, for me, they was really, really important and improve in the futures because more information can be shared and we know from that platform like Instagram or TikTok. Like the newest information like Ramai Sekali program or innovative program, other innovative program about NTT Bank, we can find all from that. Like if we are from another area, we know that information fast. Like we don't have to wait many time to know about that information. Thank you.
Okay, and from those two platforms, those two social media, which one do you think is the best for your age and for your friend?
For me, I prefer Instagram because I'm a active users of Instagram and many of my friends as users of Instagram too. I can share all information there and my friends can see that information too and they will know the newest information what I share in that Instagram. I have many followers there too. So I hope what I share in my Instagram can really useful for them.
Okay, so you are a celebgram, Anja.
Not too. I hope one day.
Okay. All right. Nice to meet you, May. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kareni and May. And judges, we move to number 37. Number 37, Rachel S.L. Tameno, SMAN 1 Kupang Timur. Time is yours. Number 37, Rachel S.L. Tameno, SMAN 1 Kupang Timur. Time is yours. Hello, Rachel.
I'm sorry. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu. Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rachel Tameno, and I am from State Sani High School 1 in Kupang Region. First of all, I would like to say thank you for all, especially Bank NTT Company and all its staff for giving me this opportunity as a part of Bank NTT anniversary celebration. By the time of utilizing the innovative digital financial services of Bank NTT in pandemic era, I will bring my speech today under the title of Bank NTT, Your Voice and Digital Banking Solution. Ladies and gentlemen, technological advances are something we cannot avoid in today's life. Technological advances run from time to time in line with the development of science. One thing I want to state here is the development of internet technology that is so wide and very rapid. As a result of the development of science and technology has brought very significant changes to various dimensions of human life, either economic, social, cultural, and educational. Basically, every innovation is created to provide positive benefits for human life. We cannot deny that the development of internet technology today has brought a very big impact on human life, very fast and no limits. In the past, many people had to meet face-to-face to get introduced with each other or meet each other in doing a business. But with the development of technology that exists today, we can get to know each other or communicate with others directly by using internet services. Ladies and gentlemen, talking about business, the banking world is not also exact from this transition of civilization as a result of the development advances in technology and science. In accordance with current demands, one banking technology has been developed, namely digital banking. Digital banking is that is carried out online without the need for face-to-face services. Through this type of banking, customers can carry out banking activities on their mobile phone or computer, such as making automatic payments, sending money, checking balances, and so on. In general, I would like to tell you of some benefits when we use digital banking services, such as convenience of transition, low operational costs, where customers can easily meet banking needs without come to ATM or banks. Ladies and gentlemen, in the time with demands of bank NTT, our beloved bank as the only regional bank that is useful for improving the economy for the community, especially in its Nusa Tenggara, continues to innovate and transform in presenting digital banking services by Bank NTT. Through this internet banking, SMS banking, and mobile banking, as well as other conveniences, it makes us easier to transfer funds, check balance information, pay telephone bills, internet, electricity, credit cards, and others that can be applied by Bank NTT customers. Bank NTT, which is founded in 1961, has experience for 6 years and able to compete with other national and private banks because it's able to synergize and adapt the demands of the times and reliably assist in running a professional bank role. Mastery of science and technology and strong commitment have made Bank NTT become a dynamic bank. I also read a local article on Kufang.com covering the praise of release of Bank NTT public relations team, the submission of Directory of Information Technology and Operations of Bank, Hilarious Minggu, to say that the development of Bank NTT digitalization is currently developed. We from the IT side have followed others first one. Many great achievements have been made. Let's see the development of internet technology banking that is already running. Virtual accounts that are in process and several digital services that are being developed. We are grateful as Bank NTT is ready with digital banking services so that we do need to cloud or curious as usual while enjoying the convenience of transition even from home, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. Basically, digital banking services are able to penetrate time. Ladies and gentlemen, Bank NTT has proven strength one of its bank. The digital financial innovation has provided a lot of benefits, as I have mentioned. Don't hesitate. Let's go through the service that has been prepared to our enterprise, our investment during this pandemic. As Bank NTT has innovated and survived and even continued to advance during the pandemic. Let's use Bank NTT digital services because Bank NTT, my friend, and digital banking solution for you and for me. Thank you. God bless us. God bless Bank NTT community, and God bless Bank NTT. Shalom. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Santi Santi Om. Namo Buddhaya. Salam kebajikan.
Rachel, how are you, Rachel?
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm sorry, what do you say?
Can you hear me, Rachel?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm sorry, in my place it's rain, so.
It's raining?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's raining also here in my place. Okay, Rachel, it seems that you are very fond of technology. You like technology very much.
Yeah, I really like technology.
Hello?
Hello? You can hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, good. It seems that you are very much in love with technology.
What can you repeat again?
Rachel, technology. Have you ever heard people say that technology is both a blessing and a curse?
Yeah.
Have you heard about that? Okay. In your speech, you have already explained a lot about the benefits of having or using technology, high technology, okay?
Yeah.
But you have to also remember that technology can bring you to the hell. Technology has negative impact also. Can you mention some of the negative impacts of technology?
Okay. Actually, I think technology, every innovation is created to provide positive benefits for human life. So I think, I don't know what is the negative about of the technology.
Okay, so you don't know, or you don't know that the technology is also negative. Okay. Now, when we are using the digital financial service of Bank NTT, it means that we have to rely on internet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when people are using internet for online transaction, how do you guarantee that the people's money, the people's data are safe? They are not stolen by scammers. You know that there are so many scammers now, stolen people information or data. How do you protect someone's personal information in order to not to be stolen by the scammers?
Can you repeat again? I'm sorry.
Okay, when we are using internet for financial transaction, there is a risk that people will steal our information. Okay.
Okay.
And what do you do to protect some people's personal information in order not to be stolen by the scammers?
Okay. There can, I think this technology is very protected. So we are smart people. We know what is better for ourselves.
Okay. Can you give examples, please, how to increase the security of your information in the bank?
Yeah.
Like what? What you need to do to improve the security of information that you give to the bank?
I think the bank must be really protecting their security. So the keamanan in the bank is really protected.
Okay, thank you. That is your suggestion for Bank NTT. Okay, thank you very much, Rachel.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, Palexius and Rachel. We move to number 38, Bruce William Zacharias, SMAK Indonesia Sejahtera. Time is yours. Number 38, Bruce William Zacharias, SMA Indonesia Sejahtera. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan, Salte. Here's the greeting to all of us. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The honorable judges of the English speech competition held by NTT Bank, and also the ladies and gentlemen whom I respect. First of all, let us offer thanksgiving to the presence of God Almighty, because only by His grace can we still exist today. Ladies and gentlemen, the first thing is I would like to say a thank for the opportunity has given to me. Now, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Bruce William Zacharias. I'm 12th grader student of Indonesia Sejahtera Christian High School First in London. And on this occasion, I will deliver a speech with a big theme, that is, utilizing the innovative digital financial services of Bank NTT in pandemic era. And also, I have an overall theme that is innovating in the digital era with NTT Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, the development of COVID-19 continues every day, which causes many activities to be quiet and constrained. In this case, it is necessary to improve innovation in today's digital era. Many companies and banks are trying to improve qualities so as not to be left behind even in the midst of a mass pandemic. There are so many innovations that have occurred during this pandemic because almost all activities are based on online. Ladies and gentlemen, in general, innovation has the meaning of a process or the result, the developing of use of a product or research that has existed before, so that it has more meaningful value. Innovation is an inseparable part of this life. So many new things happen thanks to new patterns of thinking and ideas to produce something that has highly quality. The ever-increasing development of technology is one reason that innovation is needed. The development of COVID-19 has also had a positive impact on banks with the increasing use of digital banking services by customers. Ladies and gentlemen, centered in the city of Kupang, Bank NTT is the only regional bank that is used to move communities' economy, especially in East Nusa Tenggara. According to Post Kupang 2021, Bank NTT performance until the end of December 2021 continues to grow, even though during the pandemic, this condition has an impact and pressure on the development of NTT Bank business. Ladies and gentlemen, in this pandemic era, it is a great opportunity for Bank NTT where many changes was happening. With the slogan of serving more truly, Bank NTT continues to move with a great commitment to transform into super smart Bank NTT, which is a real step in the current pandemic era. With digital services such as Bepom Mobile, Bank NTT also presented new features such as bill lending or applying multi-purpose loans and independent loans, so that many awards were won by Bank NTT during 2021. One of which was Bank NTT winning is the Forbes Indonesia Corporate Secretary and Corporate Communication Award 6 2021 on 11 June 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the targets of the Bank NTT at this time is millennial or teenagers to provide education about the importance of savings. One of the programs that have been launched is student savings, which has many positive impacts for all of our students, because saving our interest and free and also to make deposits. Ladies and gentlemen, with continuous improvement, Bank NTT also plays a major role in increasing NTT economic growth. The development of digitalization that continues to increase has made Bank NTT one of which the bank trusted by Indonesia Bank to run the BI Fast program, which means that this is the reason why Bank NTT is not inferior competes in this pandemic era. Ladies and gentlemen, in my closing statement, I would like to say, to invite all of us to jointly take advantage of the digital services available at Bank NTT, so that in the future, there will be more benefits and can be useful for all of us. The community, let's have the courage to innovate in today's digital era. Something comes from will to move to make changes with the concrete action towards super smart Bank NTT. If not us, who else? If not now, when else? Maybe that's all from me. Salam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan, Salam.
Yeah, thank you very much, Bruce. Is that the correct name, Bruce?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. First, Bruce, you must be consistent with your speech. I mean, in the title, you mentioned NTT Bank, but in the content, you say that Bank NTT. So the correct one is Bank NTT because it's name. So you must call by the name Bank NTT, okay? Not NTT Bank. Okay, you get the point, Bruce?
Yes.
Good. Such a powerful speech. Thank you very much, Bruce. So I don't want talking about the digitalization of Bank NTT, but how about Bank NTT in general? How the effect or the presence of Bank NTT in Rotendao itself? Can you tell me about this?
Yes. Honestly, it is so very amazing the presence of the Bank NTT in my area in Rote, because so many influence is connected with all of us, the society in this area. The first is I'm a student and I don't know so much about the bank, but the first I know the bank is when I jointly to join at the tourism event in my region, and then the sponsor is by Bank NTT, and that is I feel that I can meet the employee of the Bank NTT is so very hard, and I'm so very like the serving of their employee, and yes, it is so very help for me and for all of us, the people who jointly the event, maybe it's, and from this I know with the application like Bepom Mobile, and my family, my friends, and my teacher and society in here is so very much use the digital banking of NTT Bank, and I feel that the presence of NTT Bank in my region is very help us.
Okay, good to know about it. So it means you first impression about Bank NTT is about the sponsorship in your event. You say that the some of the tourism event in Rotendao, right?
Right.
The tourism event. What kind of I'm interested about that? Can you tell about the tourism event?
It is the tourism event like festival Rote Malole and Putra Putri Pariwisata Rotendao 2022. Like that.
Okay, you know that Rotendao is one of the tourism territory in East Nusa Tenggara, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, what do you think the influence of Bank NTT to increase or to support the tourism sector in Rotendao?
The influence of to increase tourism sector of the Rotendao is so very help us, and then Bank NTT as a sponsor of the every event local like festival in the every years have a festival Rote Malole, and I feel that Bank NTT also presents in every event of tourism in Rotendao, and that is so very big thank you for the Bank NTT because also presents for the every event in my region. It's all.
Okay, yeah, it's a good answer. Thank you very much. Good to know the effect of Bank NTT of the Prince of Bank NTT in Rotendao. Okay, to support the tourism. Yeah, in Rotendao. Thank you very much, Bruce. Nice to know you. Okay, bye for now.
Thank you, Katresi and Bruce. And we move to number 39, Michelle Kalistandeo, SMAK Indonesia Sejahtera. Time is yours.
Shalom. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan, Satu. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to be a part of NTT Bank creative program for a developing society in terms of human beings survival in this pandemic era. I am Michelle Kalistandeo from 12th grade, student of Christian Indonesia Sejahtera Christian High School. Today, I would like to deliver my speech under the title, Digitalization Makes Us Keep Moving. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that during this pandemic, it is very difficult for us to make direct contact with each other. And during a pandemic, spending on consumption material is also needed over time. This is an obstacle for the entire community, both at home and abroad. And now, there is also a lack of direct transaction in the economic sphere. Ladies and gentlemen, now Indonesia must need the latest innovation in the function of Bank Indonesia as a distributor of public funds. Currently, we have to reverse the situation at before, even though we can make transactions directly, and now we can do transaction indirectly. And the challenge for the entire bank system in Indonesia, especially in remote areas, where it is difficult to progress to digitalization. Ladies and gentlemen, with the percent of bank in its region can help the community in transaction. NTT Bank is now present in the community as a regional development bank, with a service that make it easier for everyone to do transaction during the current pandemic. In the digitalization process, it can also develop in remote areas. Ladies and gentlemen, NTT Bank now presents many very modern features such as banking mobile, smart electronic data, SMS banking, Dia Visa Bank Institute, and many more features that are easier for every user. Not only that, there are also every event organized by Bank Institute, such as Ramai Sekali and also KKB on the street. There is also a very interesting among students, namely is simple checking or student checking. With the service of its NTT Bank, we can advance the digitalization and the latest innovation that can impact on society, especially young people today. Ideas that ways emanate from every service to the community are always present the needs of us. Ladies and gentlemen, in this digital era, we as a great nation must be compared in industry from point to point, which has been encouraged by the government. And today, NTT Bank has started and reached out developing finance so that anyone and anywhere can carry out financial transaction. With a positive digital era, we can move forward to build this region and nation together. Ladies and gentlemen, and at the end of my speech, I hope that in the future, NTT Bank will be able to advance in terms of both financial and technological systems that are used positively. The solution here that digital era is very important. And for that, we must advance in time and digitalization in remote areas. Thank you. Bank NTT keep moving forward. Shalom. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Santi Santi Om. Namo Buddhaya. Salam kebajikan. Salam. That's all from me.
Okay. Michelle. Am I right?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Michelle.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, Michelle.
Yes.
What are the most important impacts for you as a young people with the advance of digitalization, the bank digitalization that you mentioned in your speech?
Okay, thank you for the question. I can answer your question.
You can answer based on your own experience.
Especially young people today, it is very important for me because I think young people, we can move the region and nation together. And in digitalization, with a positive digital era, young people, we can move forward. Maybe.
Okay. Michelle, do you know Bank NTT has several digital applications, right? Do you know Bank
Yes.
NTT have several digital applications? Okay. Can you mention one of them?
Yes.
Can you please mention? Sorry? Bepu Mobile. What is the benefits or the impact of Bepu Mobile for your life?
The benefit is okay. I can solve. investor. And it's very interesting for Bepom Mobile. And every transaction, in transaction, I can and make Bepom Mobile in transaction for every time. And also payment for the shopping in Shopee and in Lazada, in Tokopedia, and all of us. So
Okay. So what you're saying is you are using Bepom Mobile, and one of it's for shopping. Is that correct?
Yes, it's correct.
Okay. How long have you been using Bepom Mobile?
1 month. 1
Oh,
month.
you just use it 1 month. Okay.
Yes.
What do you think of the application?
I think it's very interesting for me. Because,
Why?
yeah,
Is it easy to use? Is it handy? It looks attractive? Attractive. Okay. Attractive in color or in design?
Yes. Sorry.
Is it attractive in color or is it attractive in design?
Is it in design?
Design. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks, Michelle. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you, Karini and Michelle. And we move to number 40, Junior Thomas Liko Werang, SMA Seminari San Domingo, Hokeng. Time is yours. Number 40, hello? Junior Thomas Liko Werang, SMA Seminari San Domingo, Hokeng. Time is yours.
Okay, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, judges. My name is Junior Thomas Likorang. You can call me Junior. I am student of Saint Dominic Minor Seminary. On this occasion, allow me to deliver my speech about NTT Digital Bank service in the middle of a global pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, money is guaranteed that we can have what we want in the future. Although we do not need anything today, it ensures the possibility of satisfying new desires when they arise. It is beautiful statement from the ancient Greek of Aristotle that is the basis why ambiguous humans in this century are so crazy about money. Each of us must have a persistent attitude to get money, whether in physical form or in the form of checks, whether in cash or cashless. Talking about money certainly cannot be separated from how we manage and maintain our money properly and safely. One of the big answers that we know for sure to manage it at our respective trusted bank, whether it is a domestic bank or a state bank. Furthermore, one of the trust banks that have been established in Indonesia, especially in the province of East Nusa Tenggara, is none other than Bank NTT. After standing firmly for more than 60 years, starting from 1962 until now, Bank NTT has become the largest financial institution in East Nusa Tenggara with the aim of boosting the regional economy and regional development in all fields in order to improve people's living standards. Thus, it can certainly be seen without our eyes the big vision of the Bank NTT is to help and propel the regional economy. Ladies and gentlemen, many things have been done by the NTT Bank, starting from the invisible to the visible, starting from pushing the economy slowly or directly. We can see that the loan program and other transactions offered by the Bank NTT are very helpful for people who are struggling in the economic field. However, after the invasion of the COVID-19 pandemic, it seemed to question our system in the road, starting from health ideology, security, and most significantly being answered by the negative impact of the pandemic, none other than the world economy, which is like failing without a parachute. Ladies and gentlemen, the pandemic that had hit the world for the past 2 years has greatly confused any party because many laws have occurred, and one of the impacts can be felt by the entity people in dealing with transaction and service directly for face to face. But the questions whether the entity bank has found a solution? Of course. One of the latest answer that can be used during COVID-19 pandemic is the virtual words. It is undeniable that technology has become one of the drugs of opinion human to continue development. The COVID-19 pandemic, as we all know, that media that smells of technology is starting to dominate the world. Technological media such as smartphone, laptops, and computer have immediately become a basic need in this pandemic that period as tools that can unite the must bring together. Ladies and gentlemen, many features have been born from technological media as a first step to make it easier for mankind to challenge life in this pandemic period. Perhaps the medical features that are often heard in our ears are known than Peduli Lindungi application, Messenger application, Hello Doctor application, etc. When the health sector has promoted their features, as well as in the economic sector, which has also been in the spotlights, become it to make transaction during this COVID-19 pandemic. When some of Indonesian mainstream banks launched their digital service such as BNI Bank with mobile banking, Mandiri Bank with a banking bank, BCA Bank with BCA Mobile, Bank NTT which become the mainstream bank of its landmark Nusa aggressively promoting their digital service named NTT Pay. On July 17, 2021, after the pandemic hit 1.5 years, Bank NTT officially used their digital service in the hope of helping the people of East Nusa Tenggara to facilitate public transaction. With various programs designed in NTT Pay, it makes people comfortable in doing transaction. Ladies and gentlemen, with this digital service, customer can also feel safe and can monitor saving in their respective accounts with having to go to the bank and consult with tellers or other bank employees. NTT was deliberately designed especially for NTT Bank customers so that Bank NTT customers still feel comfortable and safe than making transaction NTT Bank. Finally, I wish you a happy 60th birthday for Bank NTT. That's all of me. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Junior. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, I hear something interesting from your speech, and I would like you to elaborate on that statement, okay?
Yes.
This is your statement. Technology has become one of the drugs for opium humans to continue to develop despite the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yes.
Yeah, according to you, technology is one of the drugs for opium humans. Please elaborate that statement.
Okay, I mean like that, Mr. Madar. I mean like that. When you use the technology, you can feel. entertain. Maybe you can feel happy or you not boring. Yeah, I mean like that.
So you are using the statement in the positive way or in negative way?
Positive side. I mean a positive side.
Okay. So how about the digital financial services provided by Bank NTT? Do you think the people of NTT are addicted now of using it, like the drugs? When you use drugs, you will be addicted, right?
Yes, I think so. That's I mean I think the medicinal like a drugs. Medicinal can make me to feel happy, to feel sad like a drug. Yeah, I mean like that maybe.
Like drugs, okay?
Yes, yeah.
So it means that when you are using digital financial service from Bank NTT, you will feel happy. You will feel flying.
Yes, that's right.
You will hallucinated.
No, not hallucinated and fly. Not like that, but I mean happy because in bank when I use the application, maybe name is NTT Pay. I happy because the loan program in NTT Pay is very good and very for maybe.
Okay, good. I get your point. Yeah. Now the problem of your speech is you mentioned several internal service or digital service by other mainstream banks, okay?
Yes.
And you mentioned only in a small portion of your speech mentioning about the digital service of Bank NTT. Yes. Maybe you can speak a little bit more about that, about the digital digital banking service of Bank NTT.
I don't know about digital. Honestly, I don't know what about the digital bank NTT because I'm searched in the Google name of the digital bank NTT and name is NTT Pay, but I don't know. I don't know about digital bank NTT because I just secret in the Google and the name is NTT Pay, right?
Okay. Yeah, Junior, actually NTT Pay is one of the product of digital financial service belong to Bank NTT. Yes. What I was expecting from you is to speak more about NTT Pay. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't remember, siswa seminaris are prohibited to take drugs.
Okay, sir. You sir handsome today. Is afternoon. You so handsome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Palexius and Junior. Okay, we move to number 42. Arnoldus Jansen Ledo, SMA Seminari San Domingo, Hokeng. Time is yours. Number 42, Arnoldus Jansen Ledo, SMA Seminari San Domingo, Hokeng.
Excuse me, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thanks for the time given to me. So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salve, and Salam Kebajikan. My name is Arnoldus Jansen Ledo from St. Dominic Minor Seminary. Today, I want to deliver a speech in the title of Bank NTT, a tough fighter during the pandemic. But ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want to ask all of us to thank God because by His bless, we can be here in a good condition. Ladies and gentlemen, the word bank comes from Italian language banca, that refer to the table that is used by money changers in the market. The meaning of bank, according to the law number 10 of 1998 concerning banking, Bank is a business entity that collect public funds in form of saving and then distribute them to the public in form of credit or other means to improve people's living standards. Ladies and gentlemen, banks play very important roles in the improvement and stabilization of economy. Before Indonesia's independence, ladies and gentlemen, you know, Nusantara already had bank, which was established on 10 October 1827 under the name of the Javasche Bank, until the bank then developed more rapidly in Indonesia after independence. Ladies and gentlemen, there are several types of bank, one of which is the Regional Development Bank or RDB. In East Nusa Tenggara, Bank NTT is the only regional development bank that still exists in its service. Ladies and gentlemen, in the midst of the urgency of COVID-19 pandemic, the Indonesian banking system facing very serious problem. Crisis and threat of loss are experienced everywhere. COVID has put pressure on the world economy, especially Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, the positive thing that we can take behind the losses due to the pandemic is the rapid development of service facility and online interaction in every sector. People are competing to improve their facility and technology to reach the entire community during the COVID-19 pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, Bank NTT also does not want to lose the pandemic situation. In its role as a bank, Bank NTT had issued several indirect service support facilities with online application, such as Bank NTT SMS Banking, which is a banking service that can access directly by customers via their cellular phone by sending down banking orders using SMS media. There are several facilities provided by SMS Banking Bank NTT, such as account information, purchases, transfers, payments, and admin. Ladies and gentlemen, in addition, there is also an online application, namely Mobile Banking Bank NTT, which is a banking service that can be accessed directly by customers via their cellular phones by sending down banking orders using internet data media. It's quite easy, isn't it? And ladies and gentlemen, these applications allow the public to enjoy financial facilities such as various entity bank saving, such as Tabungan Floba Murah, Simple, Tabungan Pelajar, and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, with all of that facilities, we can connect ourselves easily with bank without go to the bank. And this is very helpful during the time of COVID-19 pandemic. But ladies and gentlemen, this is not enough. Basically, facilities alone are not enough to state that a bank can fulfill its duties and responsibilities to serve the community, get the economic progress, and also people's living standards. So what are the things that we need to stay together? Ladies and gentlemen, first, we must warn the public, especially the younger generation, about the importance of saving, especially during the pandemic where there are so many losses in various sectors. Socialization needs to continue to be carried out to inform the public about the importance of saving. Ladies and gentlemen, the second point is Bank NTT should produce program for people with small income. There are many people with small income around the Floba Murah land who have difficulty conducting transaction both directly and online, because people in rural areas are lack of technology and also have difficulty in transportation due to the facilities that are not impossible. If they have trouble getting to the bank, why not just bring the bank to them? Ladies and gentlemen, the third point is the bank must strive to gain public trust by improving service quality. Banks need public trust, especially the customers. This is determined by the goods and services of the customers. So the assurance became a top priority for every company as a benchmark for bank. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth point is evaluation. The evaluation moment is a moment where the company honestly looks back on activities that have taken place during a certain period. This moment can also be a moment of bonding brotherhood between workers or employee, so that the familiarity and the closeness of the personnel that has been built well can help and facilitate the performance of the entity bank. Ladies and gentlemen, during the COVID-19 pandemic, access to financial service can indeed be carried out with online applications that support bank. With this, we can continue to transact and enjoy financial facilities. But this is not enough. There are still many things that must be considered from all aspects. Many challenges have been faced and many challenges have been resolved and have brought blessing to the community. There are many achievements that have been obtained by the NTT Bank that need to be applauded. But on the other hand, we must not be satisfied with all of them. Our resilience is tested during the COVID-19 pandemic, and it's only by going through it that we declare our position as the tough fighter during the pandemic. Let's work together toward a better Flobomora. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much, Arnold. Should I call you Arnold or Jensen?
Jensen.
Jensen, yeah. You prefer to Jensen than Arnold, right?
Actually, my name is Anjas.
Oh.
My friend usually call my name Anjas.
Anjas.
Yes.
Why Anjas? Is there a stand for? Is Anjas stand for?
Yes.
Stand for what?
Arnold Jansen. It's acronym of Arnold Jansen.
I see. I can tell you that's a great name. So, Jansen, before the pandemic, what do you know about Bank NTT?
I know bank. I know about bank. Bank is the place where we can save money, take credit, or another. And when I was a child, my conversation with bank is when I followed my mother and my father to the ATM. I just interested with that small cold room. So I always followed my father and my mother to go to the ATM just to feel the coldness of that room. So finally, I know from my parents that ATM is a small part of a big safe named bank. Thank you.
Okay, that's a good experience.
Thank you.
The cold little room, right?
Yes, yes.
The ATM. May I know what bank in your experience?
NTT Bank. NTT Bank.
Oh, it's NTT Bank.
Yes.
Cool.
My father and my mother's save money in NTT Bank too.
Oh, it's good to hear. So how about bank NTT ATMs right now?
I think that's good. It's make us easy to take bank, transfer money, and others.
Okay, okay. It's ATM. How about the building? How about the services?
The building,
the employees.
The building, the services. I think they are very kind and welcome us when we go there. I usually follow my mother and my father to the ATM. So I usually see the employees, the workers, is very kind and friendly. They welcome us well.
Oh, you are the lovely son of your mother and your father.
Thank you. I think so.
You always follow them to the bank.
Yes, because I'm interested with that small cold room.
How about the other experience? I mean, that's the nice experience. Do you have any? The
savings.
The bad experience, or you have any idea to improve the services or the facilities of Bank NTT?
Actually, no. I don't have any bad experience with Bank NTT.
Any idea to improve our services? Because in your speech, you mentioned a lot of benefits in Bank NTT. How about the idea to improve it?
I think I have said that on that 4 point in my speech. So I think it's enough.
Yeah, it's about you mentioned about bring the bank to the community, to the citizen.
So yeah, we can work together to bring Bank NTT better in the future. Just like to save in Bank NTT, because if we save in Bank NTT, it's same like we improve NTT.
So how you bring the small cold room that you say before?
Yes.
To the village people. I mean, in the village,
yeah.
people in the village.
I think a lot of people in rural areas are lack of technology. So maybe socialization needs to be continued. Maybe like program like Bank NTT Masuk Kampung or any program like this. So it can make people in rural areas know NTT better. know NTT Bank better. Thank you.
Oh, wow. You have a good opinion. You have a good idea. You have a good advice to Bank NTT. So thank you very much. Maybe we can consider you to be one of the ambassador of Bank NTT one day.
Thank you.
How about that?
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean so. Thank you. Nice to see you.
Oh, nice to see you and nice to talk to you, Anjas. Thank you very much, Anjas.
Thank you, Kak Tracy and Johnson. Okay, judges, we move to number 33. Maria Fidulcia Adelia Ma, SMKN 2 ND. Time is yours.
Excuse me, can you hear me?
Okay, we can hear you. You can start your speech now. Time is yours.
Adjudicators, audience, and all. Thank you for the time and the opportunity given to me. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Maria Fidulcia Adelia Ma, and I'm from SMK Negeri 2 ND. On this occasion, I would like to make a speech about utilizing the innovative digital financial service of Bank NTT in the pandemic era. I have a story. So one day you are faced with a very fast turnaround of the day. I mean, you can no longer waste time in completing the project that has been given to you from the leader. You are already in the store and want to buy an item. But on the other hand, you don't bring cash to buy the item. Calm down. Don't panic. Cry, scream while rolling over the floor or in the deep stress in the store, or even write a status on social media like, ouch, I'm very busy. I want to buy an item, but don't bring cash. WK, WK, WK. Walk, 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 walk. By the time you are in the store, in the equation, and you are already in the front of the cashier. Calm down, relax. Take a deep breath and exhale slowly. The development of technology has made all the breaks very easy. We have queries from Bank NTT, which make it easier for us to make the payments digitally without having the bother retyping the seller's account number to pick nominal price we will pay. Just touch, and touch the screen, then we have finished doing the transaction. Amazing, isn't it? I will give another example when we are faced with wanting to do a transaction in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic that we all don't know until when this will all end. We all know about the government's regulations regarding the ban on traveling outside the home unless it is absolutely necessary. This means that we are stressed to prefer to remain at home or even to do office work at home. When working from home, we must feel hungry and thirsty, right? Because only humans in cartoons don't feel hungry and thirsty. Because it's based from the idea from the author for himself. If in the middle of working from home, we must feel hungry and thirsty. Don't worry, we can buy food and bring products online. In Indonesia, which range from Sabang to Merauke, we know several online platforms such as Shopee, Lazada, Tokopedia, or even transportation service platforms such as Gojek and Grab are also participating in the development of technology today by ordering food and bring products on their applications. Well, before I explain further, I will explain what financial technology or fintech is. Fintech is the result of combination financial service with technology that eventually changes the business model from conventional to modern. which initially required us to carry a certain amount of cash. Now, we can make a long-distance transaction that can be made in the matter of seconds. It can be even done while lying on a mattress or while doing something else, such as doing banking transactions via mobile phone while helping mother in the kitchen. Digital financial services are a solution for all of us, especially in the current pandemic. There are many benefits that we can get from specialized digital financial service provided by Bank NTT. Bank NTT offers several facilities in facing the technology era 4.0, which is based on fintech. What facilities are offered? The first one is electronic data capture or EDC. It is a service for customers who want to make payments and spend using an ATM card in two ways, namely swap or swipe, or insert the EDC machine float and QR code or QRIS, which requires inputting a number of PIN. The second one is SMS banking and mobile banking. Bank NTT's SMS banking is a banking through their mobile phone by sending banking orders using the SMS medium. Customers simply dial the number. There will be several facilities. The facilities are release information, transfer between Bank NTT accounts, and it's free, guys, and shared at ATM, but it has an administrative fee, 6,500 rupees. And then payments of telephone bills, subscription TV, electricity, BPJS Kesehatan, and Samsat Online. And then purchase of Telkomsel regular pools, Telkomsel internet pools, Excel vouchers, Flexi vouchers, and electricity vouchers. And then administration such as change PIN, change passport, and transaction inbox. The third one is Dia Bisa Bank NTT. Dia Bisa Bank NTT is a digital agent for students or millennials who want to become our customers and are registered as a mobile banking users in order to be able to transact with. The fifth one or the last one is EDC Samsat. EDC Samsat is a service for customers who want to make a non-cash motor vehicle tax statement at the district or city Samsat office in East Nusa Tenggara. Wow, the service from Bank NTT really makes our life much easier though. So what are you waiting for? Let's join Bank NTT. I think that's all of my speech. Thank you for your attention and see you later.
Hi, Maria.
Hi.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, you're a good storyteller.
Thank you.
Okay, Maria, you talk about EDC machine.
Yes.
And do you know any shops in ND that use that machine?
There's no many shop in ND that has an EDC machine. There are maybe 3 shops only use that EDC machine.
Interesting. Why there are only 3 shops use EDC machine?
Because I think in ND there's the EDC machine is not being recognized from the Bank NTT agent.
Sorry, can you repeat that last part?
Can
you repeat?
The EDC is not been telling to from the Bank NTT agent for the agent.
Merchant, the shop or the merchant. Yeah. Okay, so they're not. Okay, right. But with the 3 shop, have you ever visited one of them and tried the EDC machine?
No, I haven't.
You haven't. Okay, so what is the most common application used by people in your area?
Mobile banking, because I actually use that too.
Mobile banking, is it Bepung Mobile?
No, SMS banking.
SMS banking, how do you find the application?
Excuse me?
How do you find the application?
Actually, my mom and my dad is a customer from the Bank NTT.
But how do you find with the application? What do you think of the application? What do you think?
I think it's very useful.
And then?
and it's very useful because it is very easy to use. And actually, I live in different city from my parents, so with mobile banking, it makes it easier for me and my parents to transfer money.
So, do you always transfer money to your parents?
Not, but my parents transfer it to me.
Oh, okay. Then you like it. Okay, and why do you think it's easier and helpful for you? Why? What's the reason?
Because actually it's not for me, but for my parents. Because my parents live in the city which has a good weather. So sometimes if I tell them to give me money, I tell it to them at night. So it's a little bit not easy for them because in their city has a cool weather. How can they go outside when it's cool? So we decide to use mobile banking to make it easier for us to make a transaction from our home.
Okay. Do you want to say something to Bank NTT to improve their service in your area?
I have to say thank you very much for Bank NTT because Bank NTT really makes my life much easier because I'm usually the my favorite Bank NTT service is mobile banking. So I'm very thankful for Bank NTT to make SMS banking service.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Maria. Yeah, thank you very much. So Bank NTT make your life easier and happier because you get money quicker after you ask from your parents. Good. Nice to meet you, and please say hello to all your teachers up there. Say hello from Ibu Reni. They don't know me, but they maybe know Pak Alex. Pak Alex is more well known than I am. Okay, see you.
Thank you, Kak Reni and Maria. And for all the participants and judges, Maria is the last participant.
Ibu
Yes,
Reni, I
Pak
left
Alex, yes?
half my heart in end actually.
Oh, so your
okay.
heart is ending.
Too late, Pak. The participant has already left.
Yeah. It's deep, Alex. It's deep, you know.
Okay.
Sorry, Kak
judges,
Anita.
Yes, judges, Maria actually the last participant of English speech competition, session 2 today. And it means that we are at the end of our English speech competition today. And thank you so much for all the participants. And a special thanks to our judges and tribuners, thank you so much. And on behalf of organizing committee, I would like to apologize for everything, any mistake that we made during the English speech competition today. And finally, I end up my duty as your host. And judges, see you on Monday. Happy weekend.
See you on Monday. Enjoy your weekend, Pak Alex, Tracy, Kak Anita.